So tired running back to you, but it's so damn hard to be logical. You were kissing down her neck in the back of the room. Can't forget how it felt, still I wonder. And I hate that I miss you, hate that it's still true. I hate everything about you, cause you know I still love you. Still looking in the rear view. Yeah, you know I don't wanna go, but I know that I'm better off. I still think of how you looked that night, joint in your mouth. And that ripped up t-shirt I still like to wear around. You always said you needed space, so are you happy now? Boy, are you happy now that I'm not around? Are you happy now? Are you happy? Are you happy now? It's gotten old, not enough like you thought you would. Now she's packed up her shit, is out the days before. Saw you back, calling back, right to my door. Can't forget how it felt to watch you fumble. And I hate that I miss you, hate that it's still true. I hate everything about you, cause you know I still love you. Still looking in the rear view. Yeah, you know I don't wanna go, but I know that I'm better off. I still think of how you looked that night, joint in your mouth. And that ripped up t-shirt I still like to wear around. You always said you needed space, so are you happy now? Boy, are you happy now that I'm not around? Are you happy now? Are you happy? Are you happy now? You always said you needed space, so are you happy now? Boy, are you happy now that I'm not around? Are you happy now? Happy now?
Hello, hello, hello. What is going on, Twitch? Hey, hi, welcome. We're going to be doing a very chill, just chatting stream tonight. As you guys can probably tell from the title, beanies are back in stock. Kind of cool. Beanies are back in stock. Second City gave me the approval to do a pre-order over the weekend. So they're back up for pre-order on the merch site. If you guys use the merch command, you can check it out. The printing cycle for these is going to be really quick. I'm talking like sometime next week, these are going to be printed by Second City. So you got to get the pre-orders in now. I'm not trying to pressure anyone to buy things that you don't need, but just as a heads up to those of you who are looking for them and don't want to miss out on them in this wave, they're going to be gauging how many they're going to need to print out based on the number of pre-orders. And then once those are gone, the beanies are pretty much gone unless we can do another restock. So printing cycle should be sometime next week on these. So make sure to get your pre-orders in ASAP if you need them. But again, please no pressure on a completely extraneous type of thing. But I wanted to give people the update. They're really comfy, though. They're super warm. They're really, really comfy. Gerbini ordered? Kia, I'm so glad that you were able to get one. McManiac, thank you for the full year with Prime. That is a long-ass time. Congrats on your Jolteon badge. Thank you so, so much for sticking around, supporting the stream that long. Hello to everyone joining, by the way. Hey, what's up? Got Sandy Phantom, Nerdy, Mads, Crank Gameplays. How dare you to manipulate your fans into buying your merch, scum. Yeah, make sure that you guys buy the merch now, or you're not my favorite community anymore, you know? How fucked up would that be? Why is my internet shit? I want a Girbeagly. Oh my gosh. The internet shit because like there's a giant winter storm sweeping a big part of the country right now. So snowing here? Yeah, same here, Alkaline Heart. We got like, we're gonna get buried. It's snowing right now. It wasn't supposed to start until like, I think like later tonight or like tomorrow morning or something like that. But it has been just snowing a lot. Morgan and I ran out some like garbage to our dumpster, and we're now just bunkering down. Who is Crank Gameplays? He's a creator who has a tour at I Have to Do This show. Go check it out. Go buy tickets. The sweatpants are still there in my size. Yeah, sweatpants are really low right now. For those of you looking for those, I think again we've been hovering around like 4 pairs of sweatpants on the merch store for a while, but they are about to be gone, like gone, which is like crazy. And I don't know if Second City's gonna approve like a restock of those or not. So again, it's all up to you guys. If there's something that's out that you want, you got to go to the website and click the sign up button that pops up beneath sold out items and select which size you want a reminder for restock, because not only will you get a reminder for when it's restocked, but you'll also indicate to Second City on their database side just how many people want stuff. Talked to my account manager literally yesterday, and I was like, hey, I know a lot of like people want the beanie restocked. Is there any way we can do that? So she was like, yeah, let's do a pre-order just to feel out like if people want it. And then as of like next week, we're gonna be printing out more. So make sure you get the pre-orders in. Otherwise, there's no guarantee that you're going to be able to get them. And again, not trying to pressure any of you, just letting you know so you guys don't miss out on out. I know a lot of people were really bummed out about not being able to get a beanie during the first wave, just because they sold out so fast. I know you guys were screaming at me for like a year and a half that you wanted beanies, but I did not think that they were going to go like that that Comments on the vid where Ethan wore your finger heart hoodie were just people saying, where do I buy that? Yeah, no, I'm so happy that that people like the merch so far. It's just been like really, really awesome that like everything from the very first drop. I was just talking to Morgan about this yesterday. Like I felt kind of weird doing 3 drops during last year just because we're still in the middle of a pandemic. People don't have jobs. Merch tends to run like kind of expensive just because, you know, you're paying for the quality and shipping and everything like that. But then she was like, hey, there's some companies that have done like 10 drops like during the year, like 3 drops, you know, is a good, like a reasonable amount. So I'm really happy. I don't know how many we're going to do this year in 2022. But I'm really happy that the drops that did come through, people are big fans of. Shira, what's up? Good to see you, by the way. Hello. Looking to buy a bunch of merch soon to cosplay my favorite streamer. That indicates that I wear my own merch all the time, which honestly, I kind of do. It's really comfortable. Like the sweatpants, I'm wearing the sweats right now. These joggers are like the comfiest joggers I own. I just bought the final pair of small black sweatpants. Oh my God, did it sell out? Did it say sold out right after that? That must have been the last pair of those. That is wild. Thank you, Mads, for supporting those. I got the shirt you're wearing too. Oh my God, Kia, I hope you enjoy it. I really like this shirt a lot. It's a cool design. I like this sort of, wait, I held up the wrong sleeve because I'm an idiot. But I like the asymmetrical design on it a lot. Hey, cutie. Hi, Morgan. Morgan's streaming right after me. This is going to be a really short just chatting stream tonight. I just wanted to hang out because obviously yesterday I was having bad mental health, so I didn't get to hang out with anybody. And then Tuesday, I didn't get to stream either this week because my internet was being a shit. But I'm going to hang out. We're going to probably do like another offline raid like we did before of Morgan's channel. After this one is over, she's going to be going live around like 9:30ish. So I'm not going to have a lot of time with you guys tonight, but want to just vibe, announce the pre-orders are up and just like hang out with the community that I miss. But then tomorrow Sunday stream, we're going to definitely be spending a lot of time with our Final Fantasy girlfriends. So that's going to be really good. And I'm very excited about that, you know? But he's secretly wearing prototype Gerba undies. What, Ethan? Wearing prototype Gerba undies? He wouldn't get the prototypes. I would have those prototypes. I don't know if I'm allowed in chat, you know, as a white person. Oh my God, Moose. Keeping that shit alive. Automod is so fucking funny for doing that, honestly. I refreshed the page. It defaulted to size medium. The smallest sold out right now. I'm glad I noticed that because I really wanted them. Oh my god, Mads, I really hope you enjoy them a lot. Joe, thank you for the raid, by the way. Hello, hi, raiders. If you're new here, please read the rules so you don't get timed up by me, a mod, or Nightbot. We'd hate to have that happen. We just started our Just Chatting stream for the night, announcing that the pre-orders are back up for the beanies, just to let people be aware of those.
Brought me here. They're a big fan.
Oh.
Say hi to Mars.
Hi to Mars. I mean, thank you. I normally don't give a shout out just for bits or anything like that, but I know who Mars is. I'm glad that Mars was able to bring you along. Thank you, Ty Ember. That's a lot of bits. Thank you. At a wedding right now, so I gotta say hi and dash, but much love and appreciation. It's cold as anything, but when I get home, I can snuggle up in my Girbeagly merch. Speaking of merch, did I hear restock? You certainly did, Eliza. I hope that the wedding goes well. I know you were saying that you're gonna be able to get good green beans, so I hope that you get some good green beans. Muddy Boy, hello, hi, welcome to the stream. Hello, hi. Again, short, just chatting stream tonight, just to update people about the merch restock. It's gonna print fast, so if you don't get a pre-order in, I again am not trying to pressure you, more just giving the heads up, because some people, like, the beanies sold out so fast during the first wave. Some people were like, fuck, I didn't even know they were on sale yet. And I was like, yeah, they just sold like immediately, which is just wild. So again, if you don't get the pre-order in, there's no guarantee that the stock won't sell out, because they're going to be printing them next week. That's how fast the turnaround is. So yeah, just one of those things where... Wait, this is the worst name for a bot I've ever seen. Why are we getting... We're getting the buy follower bots again, except this one's awful. What the fuck? That's a fucked up one. Goodbye. I don't want to buy followers. I already have enough followers who turn off my alerts. Somehow we're down to 38% of this community has going live alerts off. And I don't know if that was them consciously choosing to turn them off, or if it was just smart notifications turn them off for them. But it's been a really, really long time since we've had a majority of the community with alerts on for the streams. I don't know. It's one of those things where, like, those of you who show up, and it's amazing, and I'm happy about it. Looked away for 1 second, and a bot hopped in chat asking to buy followers. It do be happening here. It do be happening. We used to get them, like, 3 times a stream. It's been a while. Yeah, it really has been a while, Anna. It's like, we used to get those every single stream, though. Morgan's been getting them a lot recently, too, which is just very annoying. But, yeah. I'm glad both you and Morgan are streaming tonight, not having the greatest mental health day. Got quarantined yesterday, so I need the good vibes and comfy merch. Glad to be here. Hoping everyone is taking care of themselves, including you and Morgan. I hope that you're taking care of yourself as well. I'm so sorry to hear that the day's not going well. I had one of those yesterday, but, you know, it's one of those things where you are going to get through it. Tomorrow's going to be much better for you. We're going to fingers crossed for you, you know? I didn't even know. I've never turned them off. Yeah, a lot. So smart notifications will sometimes turn off people's going live notifications automatically, which is really kind of fucking annoying that does that. But it is what it is. So make sure that, I mean, those of you who are here probably don't have to double check, because you probably saw the tweet that I was going live or saw the Discord notification that I was going live. But it definitely is something like where notifications just have not been sent out for a lot of people lately. And it's always funny to see someone stumble in and be like, I haven't been here in so long because I didn't even know you streamed anymore. And I'll be like, I stream like almost every fucking day. So, yeah. Shipments may be delayed due to holidays. Ah, yes, good old Martin Luther King Day. Yeah, that's a holiday. I mean, that does stop the mail. That's how that works. I mean, that's an important fucking holiday. I remember one that was really funny a long time ago that had some really bad spelling. I wish I could remember what it was. Most of the bots are just the same script. But yeah, every now and then we get like a really funny one. Can I have a hot dog? Hey, Mars, take your friend back, by the way. On my hopefully last day of isolation from COVID, got the stream in the background while I Minecraft, so I'm lurking. Enjoy the Minecraft. I'm so sorry to hear that you're dealing with COVID. I hope that you're starting to feel a lot better now, though. I know a couple people who have COVID, they, you know, like they're less sick now, or they're less contagious now, but they still have like all the symptoms of being sick, and they don't feel good still. They feel very yucky, very tired. Like they've been calling this, you know, experts call it like long COVID, because you have like a whole bunch of like, you know, lasting effects that still, with how new COVID is, you know, we haven't fully gotten to study yet, so you never really know how long that shit's gonna last in you, which isn't great. Ty Ember, thank you for the 500 bits. And I guess the random chat spam of nonsensical messages. Sure, I'll take the money. Thank you. The Twitch and Discord, let me know. Yeah, that's I'm glad that you got the Twitch notification as well, Whiplash. That's very, very awesome. Sorry, it's okay. You're just random and quirky, XD. I have 0 symptoms now, except I get out of breath more easily than usual. Yeah, so that's like a big thing. I have like, again, a ton of friends who've gotten COVID, and they're just like, I'm just fucking tired all the time, more so than normal, to the point where like walking up the stairs, I have to like rest for like 10 minutes afterwards. So, it's just like, yeah, it's just one of those things where like, even if you're young and you're like, yeah, I can fucking tank through it, like, you don't know what's going to be like the lasting symptoms of it. Like, I have a couple friends who got it 2 years ago in 2020, and their sense of smell, they're like, yeah, the sense of smell just like took like a year to come back fully. Like, they had their sense of smell, but it was like dulled for like years and years and years. Ratgate, thank you for the bits, by the way. I appreciate that. All I got was sore throat and headache, and then it moved on to sneezing and cold type shit, so luckily I didn't have any bad symptoms, but isolation sucks. I want to run 10 miles. I'm tired of laying in bed. Morgan and I were talking about that the other day, too. Like, what if somehow, magically, one or the other of us got, you know, got COVID, and the other one didn't? Like, how we would isolate? Because we both have to work out of this office. I couldn't just, like, lock myself in this office. Like, we have our bedroom, and then we have, like, downstairs and, like, our living room and shit like that. But, yeah, it's just one of those things where, like, it would be kind of a tough thing. Like, one of us would basically just have to, like, live in a different part of the house, and it would interfere with everything. Not that bad, but it's weird that I'm breathing so heavy after, like, talking too much. Yeah, a lot of people have been dealing with that. It's just a bummer. 2020 was already 2 years ago. Right, Cactus Prince? That's a fucking mindfuck. It's wild. I left the house today for the first time in literally a full week. I'm not used to that at all, since I usually only have 1 day off at a time from work. I'm glad that you're able to get out of the house a bit. Always weird when you're like trapped in one place and you start going stir crazy, sort of like Slap the Frog was talking about. I know that I am someone who would find ways to occupy myself if I was in isolation, but I'm also like a very social person, and I like body double with Morgan a lot, so like it would be really hard to be away from that. So yeah, isn't this like year 3 of COVID being a thing? It is, if you can do the math. You know? Nerdy, thank you so much for the bits. I appreciate that. My mom and I had COVID back in January, and we both still struggle with breathing from time to time. Thankfully, I've been able to get my stamina again, but the cold has definitely made it bad again to where I get out of breath from small things. Yeah, again, there's so many things that can, like, affect that. So just, again, please be careful. Thank you so much for the bits, by the way. That's really nice of you. It doesn't feel like 2022, just an extra long 2020. Yeah, it's, again, we're in, like, 2020 DLC. We're doing our best. We're doing our best, you know. Math isn't real. I mean, mathematically, I would argue against that, but I have neither the time nor patience. I only know the date by the Unis Honest deletion, and thinking about it being created in 2019 is mind-boggling. Listen, guys, Unis Honest, I hate to fucking tell you about this, but you're kind of taking away the wrong message from Unis Honest. Like, appreciating it for what it was is amazing, and that is part of their message, but we can't dwell on it. That was the whole thing. It was just, you know, like, Morgan and I were talking about this yesterday or 2 days ago or something, a little while ago. Or not a little while ago. 2 days ago, a little while ago. We were talking about this, like, yesterday or 2 days ago. But It's really kind of cool to see the impact Unisonis has had on a lot of YouTube content, where in the very beginning of YouTube, it was sort of this like weird Wild West of you just like make whatever the fuck. People were using like I used my fucking iPhone 4 and like a 10-year-old headset that my dad gave me that he used to use for dictations that was like plugged straight into the motherboard type of shit. To be fair, Brian, you completely forgot that we deleted the channel. Yeah, I mean, that was, to be fair, that was like an ADHD moment where I just misspoke like a fucking moron. Like, I was like, are you guys gonna, what I had meant when I said that, for context, Ethan and I were talking about like, Unisonis anniversary stuff, and I was like, are you guys gonna put that onto YouTube? And he was like, Brian, we fucking deleted the channel. And I was like, I didn't mean like on the Unisonis channel. Like, I thought that it was going to be like a fun burner account or some stupid thing, but I just didn't like express that properly. And then Ethan gave me shit about it for like 5 full minutes. That's not what you said. That's not what I said, but that is what I meant. And I even tried to explain that after you, but because you're a horrible listener, a terrible listener. By the way, guys, I made a crack at Ethan in one of his streams the other day about how he's very much an A-tier friend who could be an S-tier friend if he was better at replying and better at listening. I stand by those words. He's one of my favorite people in my whole life, but I mean that. You make one mistake around Ethan, and it becomes his whole personality for like 5 to 10 straight minutes. You don't get words in. So, what the fuck was I just talking about? Before Unisonis shit. What was I talking? Oh yeah, why YouTube used to be the Wild West. It used to be like this weird place where like it did not matter like what shit you were doing on it. Like people were like, I'm going to give you guys a tour of my fucking like kitchen, you know? You said, are you gonna post that on Unisonis? Yeah, but that's literally not what I meant. Listen, as someone with the worst ADHD in the world, which is you, have had a number of those moments, and you know you have between us. Oh my god. ADHD to ADHD communication. Right, it's like one of those, like, we're waiting for the other person to make a mistake. I'm here to be toxic. You're here to detract from the conversation being had. I'm trying to have a good conversation about the impact Unisonis had on the internet. Was like, what happened was in the very beginning of like people starting to do like YouTube stuff, like, you know, like where like YouTube was really starting to get going like 10 years ago, where like people started actually having these big followings and like some sort of consistency to their content. We all started on like dog shit equipment. Like you go back and you watch anyone on YouTube, from like Smosh to like Mark or whoever, like the quality was absolutely fucking horrible. It was the Wild West. People were just walking around doing like, I'm gonna do the cinnamon challenge in my fucking kitchen. And like people were like, yeah, that sounds like content. That sounds like something I would watch. And like everyone watched that shit. And there was like just people doing whatever they wanted, because that was the point of YouTube, was like, hey, this is this great thing that you can do from like, you know, your own home, on your own home equipment, and anyone can do it and get involved and become a creator, which was like a really appealing, cool thing. And I think that's why like TikTok now takes off so well for people, is like all you need is a smartphone and access to like, you know, an internet signal to upload your videos. And that's really neat that there's like this sort of like amateur homebrewed feel to it. But what ended up happening was over time, YouTube became this like super hyper produced thing. And like there was this emphasis on really good camera quality and really good microphone quality and shit like that. And that there's a place for that on YouTube, and it's really cool to see that. And there's a lot of channels that thrive off of that presentation and stylization, and I fucking love seeing that stuff. It's really cool to see like TV or movie grade stuff on a like independently funded and created sort of channel. And I'm not obviously not counting like the big like TV studios and stuff like that make that type of content. I'm talking about like people still in their bedroom who have learned so much about like film grade cameras and like audio and stuff that they've implemented that into what they are creating from themselves. I fucking love that. I think that's really, really cool. But the whole thing is we like started moving towards that so much that it did, and I've heard this from like a lot of new creators over the years, that it sort of like alienated people who like don't have the money for like better shit. Where they're like, oh, I don't, like Brian, like I don't own a DSLR, so like what should I do about like a camera? And you don't need that shit. And that's always been my advice, is just like start making stuff because you want to make it and you're like having fun doing it, and there's this like genuine passion behind it, because that's the type of content I like to, enjoy. Morgan recently started following this girl named Kennedy, who just does like shit like that in her bedroom and stuff, and in her living room and stuff. And I really just enjoy that sort of like really genuine feel to it. But I feel like Unisanis had this great impact on YouTube and content creation as a whole, where it was this really great reminder of like, sometimes they'd have this idea for this video, where it was like, wow, what a great idea. This is going to be really funny, or this is going to go like a certain way. You have these like preconceived expectations. And then it would just go completely off the rails. And there was like a lot of like just spontaneity to that, because they just kept the camera rolling and they allowed whatever was going to happen. And again, instead of dwelling on like that past, I think what that ended up doing for a lot of people was serving as this inspiration for people to be like, yo, okay, like I might have this plan and things might go off the rails, and like the neuroses in me is going to make me feel bad that I didn't get to follow this game plan. But now I'm making something totally new and different than what I expected to. And I've been seeing like a lot more of that sort of like rapid form ADHD spontaneous content on YouTube again recently, where like maybe the quality isn't like super high, but like the ideas are like really genuine. And I really fucking love that. I think that is like a really, really cool thing that Unisanis did. So yeah, that's the whole thing about that. I do love when the algorithm just makes the weirdest videos possible blow up. Yeah, again, yeah, Poisonous, absolutely. Like, there's, I can't remember her last name, but the creator Kennedy something, she's like really big on TikTok. And one of the things that she does is she will make a TikTok, and obviously TikToks are just like super quick. They're very, very fast, freeform content, or produced content nowadays. But you don't get to see the work that goes into them in between. So what she does is like, as a behind the scenes thing, is she'll be like, oh, that like fashion TikTok I put up where I was like, oh, I dressed as every character from the cartoon Winx. She'll like make a YouTube video of that's like behind the scenes of her like day-to-day stuff, that while she's like prepping that TikTok. And like, she's very ADHD all over the place, and just sort of films from her bedroom and doesn't care about like color correction or white balance sometimes. And you can sort of see that like home brewed sort of production value. And I fucking love that. I think that's really cool. Legit watching one of her videos right now is what Morgan just said. Yeah. I'd really, really love that. So I think that's a cool thing. And if you're a young creative, if you're someone who is here on Twitch or on YouTube or something, I really hope that you're sort of taking cues from just the idea of like doing what you want, because again, like life is fucking short. We're all going to return to dust at some point. Make what you fucking want to make, like just do it. Like don't ask, don't overthink, just do. Just make the stuff you like doing. I really like that idea. So, yeah. Quality doesn't have... Brian's talking about YouTube content and how it's changed and progressed. Chat, Frozen is older than FNAF. Yeah, this is why I'm ignoring like 90% of the people in chat right now. I literally don't know what conversation you're having, and I kind of don't care. Quality doesn't have to mean literal... This is my fucking channel. I'll talk about what I want. Quality doesn't have to mean literal quality as in best cameras or best microphones. It's often the person/people and the vibe that they have, having fun with it, and just the good feeling that you get while watching. Exactly. That's exactly what I'm talking about. I love that. Sometimes there's a lot of creators out there who don't have a $800 camera. They're just making stuff that they're excited about, and that makes it fun to watch it. And I really resonate with those creators a lot more, I feel like. And granted, there's a lot of like highly produced stuff that again has its place, and I enjoy a lot. That's like almost serialized in some kind of ways, but it's like I don't know. It's just that's the cool thing about YouTube is I think that the reverberations of seeing like two chaotic individuals just make whatever the fuck they want in rapid form, in rapid fire succession, like Unis Honest was, like should be very inspiring for people to just like make what they want to make, you know? Brian vibe checking the entire chat. Oh yeah. I mean, this is my, I'm God here, okay? I don't give a fuck. Ariana is smart and well-spoken, yet 100%. I don't have a brain actually, but thank you. Yeah, listen, you got big brain. You got big brain, IQ brain, you know? It's Toxic Streamer doesn't care about chat and ignores them. I've probably, at this point, not to put myself up in my big high chair as the big baby who feels proud of themselves, but like I probably read more messages in this chat tonight than some streamers that I've seen read in a month. Chat is doing their own thing. That's sort of what chat does. Is there's the people who like, you know, want to listen in and hang out and have a good time, but like and like listen to like be part of the conversation. And then there's the people who collectively have like, you know, half a brain cell between them doing their own thing. And that's just how we've always been, and it's okay. I mean, that's why I'm always like, there's more than just me going on in this community. It's why we call ourselves a community. You guys get like friends to talk to. I love having like people make friends with each other in chat. It's pretty awesome. This is why I like these streams, though. You actually read messages and interact with people instead of ignoring everything. There's not a, like, for me, again, like, I don't have a fucking, if I wanted to just, like, play video games and then not talk to anyone while I played video games, I would just do it. I would make YouTube videos. That's what I would do. The whole idea of me streaming, whether I'm playing, like, Final Fantasy or doing just chatting or whatever the fuck, is to hang out with you guys, and it is to like talk to you guys about stuff. Like that is the entire point that I even stream. It's to interface with the community in some kind of way. That's way more important to me than playing whatever I'm playing, you know? So yeah. I'm someone both of the I'm assuming I am sometimes both of those people. It's all good. That's why, I mean, you get to pick and choose. It's a fucking buffet here. That doesn't mean that I have to read anyone's message out loud, though. If I'm like, that person's being annoying in chat, I will just straight up not read their messages sometimes. Joey Jam, yo, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Hi. I want to hang out and talk, but I'm going to ignore chat. Only when they're being idiots. You know? Only when it's like when I'm trying to make, I've had this talk before where it's like that serious sit down, like sitcom dad moment. Like where it's like, you know, sometimes chat, things just happen a certain way. And like, I gotta have these serious talks with you. And I've like tone policed sometimes here where I'll be like, hey, I'm talking about like something that like means a lot to me or is like genuinely important about the community. Like we've had a couple times where people have like crossed lines in the community and I've had to address it publicly and be like, don't fucking do that. And someone's being like a weird fuckface in chat and being like, I'm going to just talk about poop the whole time that we're talking about, like, don't make other people uncomfortable. And I'll just straight up time them out or call them out. That's just, like, the way that it goes. Most of the time, like, if I'm talking about something that's not that serious, like what we were just talking about, I just, like, won't read the comments that, like, have nothing to do with it. That's just how we do it. But, yeah, it's one of those things where, like, it's a gauge of tone of, like, what's going on at the time. Again, what I was talking about earlier, I don't give a shit if people are talking about dinosaurs or whatever the hell you guys are talking about now. I'm not going to be bothered by it. I'm just also not going to engage with it because it's not what I'm talking about at the moment. That's just the way that humans are, you know? I do have to go for tonight. Nerdy, take care. Thanks so much for chilling with us. Again, we'll be streaming like extra long tomorrow. We're going to be getting a lot of makeup Final Fantasy time in. I just want to kind of wanted to just like chat because I wasn't able to stream yesterday because I had like a full-on mental breakdown yesterday. So just vibing is good for me. And also, obviously, don't miss out on the beanies because they're gonna go away sooner than later, based on just the number of people who wanted them. So get those pre-orders in. Also, please don't feel pressured to get them or anything, though. I just don't want people to miss out because I had so many people, like, straight up just, like, super sad that they weren't able to get any. So, prepare for thirst for Final Fantasy. Oh, yeah, 100%. I don't know if I'll be able to make it tomorrow. I'm seeing Moulin Rouge on Broadway with my roommate tomorrow. Yo, be safe, have fun, have a great time. I really do hope that it's a good time. I have never seen Moulin Rouge on Broadway, but when I was in LA, Ethan and Mika kept putting it on in the car, like the soundtrack from the movie, and we were singing it, which was pretty cool. I got a beanie too. I'm very excited. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I hope that you like it. I really hope that people who got the beanie like it. I find it very, very comfortable personally. I'm liking it a lot. I don't wear beanies that much. That's the thing. But it's also like 9 degrees or something right now, or 7 degrees or something. So might have to start wearing one. Want to get a hoodie, but I have so many already. I mean, no one says you got to get a hoodie just because they're there. So yeah, if you need to like save space, save money, whatever, it is what it is. Beanies make my head itchy. I mean, this one, here's the thing. I know what you're talking about. Where sometimes like they make your head a little bit sweaty and then like as a result, like your hair follicles get itchy or whatever the hell. But this one so far, kind of good, kind of breathable, but warm at the same time. A good balance of the two. Black beanies are my shit. I am pumped. Morgan has like a stack of like black beanies in the closet. Promise to be safe. It's my first time seeing on stage. Very excited. Nerdy, it's going to be, I guarantee the energy is going to be so good. Have a great time. Do you have a date set for the watch party of Invincible Season 1? That's a great question, Gabby. Those of you who didn't see the tweet that I put up, we have a very cool deal that came through. I told you guys the other stream I wasn't able to announce it yet, but they gave me the green light yesterday. Amazon Prime Video approached me through their fanology department, which I guess is like their geeky shit department, where like anime and cartoons and tabletop and stuff like that is what fanology deals with. So thank you to Amazon Prime Video and fanology for hooking me up with this sponsored deal to host a watch party here on Twitch, DMCA free. We're not going to be, watching Death Note or anything like that. But DMCA free watch party. The only caveat, unfortunately, is you do have to have a Prime Video subscription to join in. I'm so sorry to anyone who doesn't have one. It's just part of the brand deal. Twitch literally will not let you join in on the stream if you don't have a Prime Video subscription. So time to dust those logins off and remember your passwords. But on Sunday, the 23rd of this month, so in about 2 weeks, or in about a week, in about 1 week, we are going to be watching some episodes of Season 1 of the cartoon Invincible, which I know a lot of people said was amazing, and I have not gotten to see it yet. I haven't gotten to see it, but I was a humongous fan of the comic book. So, we're going to be watching some of that. Apparently, it's very violent. Well, I know it's very violent just from the comic. So be strapped in for that. It deals with some heavier subject matter, etc. It's not your stereotypical superhero cartoon. But it is one that has a lot of really cool narrative twists and a lot of really intense shit that goes on in it. So if you are someone who is like pumped because you've seen it before or you've always wanted to see it, you can watch along with me on the 23rd, Sunday the 23rd of this month, and we will be watching Invincible, a few episodes of Invincible Season 1 for about like 2 hours. I'm very excited to see it though. Next Sunday, putting it in my calendar. Awesome. I hope to see some of you guys there. I know that we'll probably have like a semi-smaller crowd just because not everyone has Prime Video, but if you do have it, if you have like, Amazon Prime, if you have Twitch Prime, it's included in that. So go check out Prime Video and make sure that you can log in and everything. You should be able to, as long as you have a Prime subscription to Amazon Prime or Twitch Prime. So very, very cool. Hopefully we'll be able to watch some cool cartoons together. Good time. Well, I need Video Prime on my phone, or is Amazon and using Prime for my subs good? That's all included in like the same thing. So your phone will have access to it. If you have Amazon Prime, like I see your little like icon right now, you have Prime Gaming, Cactus Prince, you should have Prime Video access already. So if you just go to if you just Google the phrase Prime Video, and click on like the first link that pops up and click sign in, it should just allow you to sign in and have access to that video library. We've never done a watch party here before, so I hope that it goes well. I hope that it's something that's just like a fun, enjoyable thing for people to be able to do. Omni-Man's thick ass is a heavy topic in itself. Omni-Man, oh my god. You know, he is definitely, no spoilers, by the way. Because again, I know a lot of the stuff that's going to be coming up in the show from the comic. But I've never watched the show itself, so I'm really excited about that. But yeah, Omni-Man is cheeked up, dude. Omni-Man is mad cheeked up. Like, for real. So yeah. I'm gonna get everything set up so I can watch the watch party on my TV. Hell yeah, Gabby. That's a way to do it. It's gonna be like a cozy Sunday chill-out session. Matt, what's up? Good to see you here. Welcome. Basically, if you have Prime and link your Twitch channel, it should be good. Yeah, so if you have Amazon Prime already, then you have access to Prime Video automatically. Here's the weirdest thing about Amazon is they don't they do not advertise shit well about like what features are included in Amazon Prime. Like I have a Prime subscription so that I get like Amazon Prime stuff here quick. Which I don't use. I actually is the feature that I use the least out of Amazon. But you get a free Twitch Prime sub every month to like a streamer. You get access to Prime Video. You get access to Prime Music library. You get access to Prime audiobooks. And they don't advertise any of that. Well, don't you want more people to sign up? Like I know you're the richest company in the world, but like people should be aware of like the cool things that you actually have to offer. So yeah, I don't know. It's just like funky. I've heard a lot of good reviews on the show. My one and only question, is the show going to make me thirsty? I want to make sure I have water by my bed if it's needed. It might make you a little bit thirsty. There's definitely some moments that are, again, it's very mature content. The whole idea of this, what they're calling Fanimation Week, I am a Fanimation Week ambassador, is that it's for more adult animation, mature content type stuff. So this is all leading up to their new show Vox Machina, which is made by the Critical Role crew. So it's all sort of promo for just all the cool cartoons and stuff that they have on it. You really have to look deep to see all the benefits for Amazon. Bezos needs to get his shit together, yeah. The monthly Prime gaming stuff alone is actually incredible. I have so many games from it. Yeah, they like straight up give you free video games every month if you have Prime. So if you're like someone who does have Prime, like you get access to free video games, you get to give a streamer of your choice, like your Prime gaming sub every month. You get to do like a bunch of cool, like you get access to music and movies and TV shows and shit like that. So as long as you have some form of Amazon subscription, you should be able to join in for the watch party.
I hope you're doing well.
We'll talk about it a lot more as it comes up as well. I'll be tweeting it out and stuff.
But I'm here now. Gerbeagly.
Oh no, I'm so sorry to hear that you're not able to get the Twitch chat to load. I'm glad that you're able to be here though, Crafty. Thank you for the 14 months. That's a long time. Again, I'm not going to be here long tonight, guys. This is just a quick check-in stream to let you know that I'm still alive after yesterday being sad and not being able to stream, and Tuesday the internet going out. Trying to be as active as I can this year. I really, again, I looked back at like my VOD uploads from a few months ago, and I'm like, holy shit, I took so much time off last year. Last year was rough. 2022 is going to be different. I'm already in like a way more positive place overall about like everything from my content to like my goals that I have. So we're going to make this year like kick a lot of ass. But just checking in short today before we pass the raid over to Morgan's channel in about an hour. And then tomorrow we're going to stream. I'm going to try to get like another like 5 to 6 hours stream in tomorrow. to do more Final Fantasy, just because that game, holy goddamn, like, have we played a game? I don't think we've played a game on stream that has united the community quite as much as Final Fantasy VII Remake. Like, something about that game. It brings the thirsty people who didn't know anything about Final Fantasy before into chat. It brings the people who are Final Fantasy fans into chat. It brings people who just, like, I don't know, want to see something new into chat. Like, it's just awesome. It's been such a good feeling playing that recently. So proud of you. Holy shit, 2022 is the year of Brian and Morgan. I'm manifesting it. There is so many things fucking going on this year that I have not even been able to announce yet that are just, like, fucking gigantic. Like, I cannot even describe the amount of shit that's going on this year already that I can't even talk about some of it yet. But this really has been one of those years that started off so good compared to any previous year in recent memory. Ethan knows some of it. Hi, everyone. Probably missed good news, but good news. I adopted a cat this past week. His name is Joey Chestnut, and he's adorable. Does he like hot dogs? Like, I mean, is that, like, named after the, wasn't that the name of the competitive hot dog eater, Joey Chestnut? Nettles Marie, hello, by the way. It's nice to see you here. Thank you so much for joining. This community is fully thirsty altogether. Hive Mind is real and is here. Oh, yeah. 100%. Red check, I just remembered I need to take mine. Please, yes, do not forget something important like that, guys. I'm so glad that there's so many of us here in chat that remind the community, because I always see whenever there's a med check that someone is like, oh shit, I forgot to do that. So I'm always really, really happy to see people be able to be kind to each other that way. We just got a new console, and I want to play Final Fantasy VII Remake so bad. I hope I can join stream, though. It sounds fun. Yeah, the stream of it has been very, very awesome. I hope that you enjoy the game. It's really good. I've never played a single Final Fantasy game, but when I watch, my brain tunes in and always says, yes, this is the good content. It's the chef's kiss of games right now. It has just got pretty people. It's got good gameplay. It's got, like, nostalgic stuff for people who have been long-term fans. What the fuck was that? Morgan? You okay? What just happened? That was a sneeze? All I heard from downstairs was, ah! Like that. I thought she, like, fell down on her face again. It was her sneezing. Morgan inherited loud sneezes from her dad. Like, they both scream sneeze. It's, like, my least favorite thing. Yeah, it scares the shit out of me every time it fucking happens. But, like, so Morgan screams when she sneezes. Not every time, but most of the time she does this, like, like cartoon character, like, fully wound up, like, scream sneeze thing. And from...
Not most of the time, please. Not most of the time.
You do it a lot. You do it a lot more than you think you do, I think, because...
I can't control it.
Yeah, I know. I'm not saying that you can control it. I'm just pointing out that you do it very frequently.
I know his having dainty sneezes. That was my fourth sneeze in a row.
But her dad does it too.
Oh, yeah.
Morgan's dad does this thing where he like... He winds up and he goes... I'm gonna like back off from the mic for this. But he goes like... He'll be like, and like, you know it's coming because he's like making the sneeze face. But then he goes, achoo! Like that, like just this fucking explosion of a sneeze.
He does it to be dramatic.
Morgan says he does it to be dramatic, which kind of tracks. So, yeah. Scream sneezing is elite. Scream sneeze gang member here. Oh my god. It's scary sometimes. It scares me. I get jump scared by it very frequently. A dad sneeze. I've been told that my sneezes sound like a Pikachu or alternatively the word bitch, because those are definitely the same thing. Wait, what? Those are very different things. Are we sure it's not like Tourette's? If you're saying the second thing? So Morgan dad sneezes. Yeah, Morgan dad. Is that like a common dad thing? We're like loud sneeze like that? Ground shattering, yeah. I have the issue, but with hiccups, like if I hiccup, it's 10 minutes of full on gasps and heaving. Oh my God. Be careful. It sounds like you're a danger to yourself. Your hiccups are like a dangerous scenario for you. It's like you're fighting for your life. When I was little, my dad would ribbit when he burped. Was your dad by any chance a magically enchanted frog that when kissed turned into a human? Thank you, Anonymous, by the way, for fucking these meme gifted subs lately. Thank you for the gifted sub to Scream Sneeze. I appreciate that. Scream Sneeze, if you're here, I hope you enjoy having access to our emotes and our sub badge. I'm going to make Scream Sneezing my personality trait now. Glad I'm not the only one who Scream Sneezes. Apparently, you're not even close to alone. I didn't know it was that common. Like, I've known loud sneezers before, but, like, Scream Sneezing specifically is its own niche thing that is just so intense. I don't know. It's common my dad sneezes so loud. All right, I guess so it's a thing that afflicts dads? Because my dad doesn't do that personally. Like, maybe once in, like, a blue moon type of sneeze for him. But, like, I think we all have, like, a loud sneeze every now and then. But I've never, like, known that many people who do it, like, a majority of the time the way, like, Morgan and her dad do. If a sneeze catches me off guard, then it's a scream sneeze. Otherwise, I can muffle it. Yeah, right, exactly, Max. Yeah, that's, like, the scenario, I think, that a lot of us, like, you know, deal with. Oh, wait, guys, I just realized we haven't done good news tonight. What the fuck? All right, do some good news. Hit up chat with some good news. If you got good news, drop it in chat. Would love to see some of that good news. Doesn't have to be anything big. As long as it's something you're proud of, as long as it's something that we can comfortably enjoy together, then please drop some good news in chat. I would like to see some, for sure. Everything's a scream for me. Rune, I don't know why, but that just tracks for you. I feel like you're one of those people who is like anime protagonist personality. I've known you so long that I can very, like, you are that eager, like, anime protagonist, like, personality. That tracks for you. I can definitely, like, hear it in my head, like you scream sneezing. Accidental good news. I bought clippers because the shaved side of my head was getting long, but I had no idea what I was doing, and numbers for measurements mean nothing to me, so I cut it super short, but kind of like it, so it all turned out okay. Hell yeah. Sometimes, like, just messing around and experimenting ends up with something that you accidentally like. That's awesome, Corey. I love that. Good news, my cousin cleared my driveway for me, so I didn't have to do it with a shovel. Hell yeah, that's such a nice thing for them to do. My dad once got pulled over with me in the car for having a loud sneeze attack because the police officer was concerned. Wait, what? Wait, pulled over meaning like they could hear it? Like, was the window open and they thought he was just like screaming or like in distress? Like, I need to know now. I need a breakdown of this. I need a breakdown of like, why do cops pull over anyone except, like, fucking a cab, you know? But, like, why would... Did they see him, like, shaking around and they thought he was, like, seizing or something? That man is having an epileptic episode. I need to know more now. Sorry I'm late. Yo, Bree, you know that you don't have to apologize. Good news, my ex and I have found peace and are getting along really well. That's a nice feeling. That's really good. Even if it results in you guys just, like, leaving each other alone, that is a form of peace. I'm glad to hear that you guys are acting like civil human beings. It's really tough to do that when there's so much, like, hurt and, like, complication, miscommunication surrounding a lot of breakup scenarios and things like that. It's awesome to hear that you guys are in a good place together. I'm punching all the bad guys and screaming. Does that mean I'm Vegeta? Only if you punch yourself in the beginning, because you have to go from, like, the enemies to lovers arc, right? So, yeah. My good news, I was rewatching your St. Jude charity stream earlier today, and I laughed a lot. I'm so glad that people go back and get a lot of joy from the VODs. Makes me happy. My dad is so loud. We were at a red light. Oh, okay. I thought, like, you were driving by, like, a parked police car, you know, like, you know, police set up, like, speed traps and shit like that. And for some reason... It's like, man, I clocked that car going the speed limit, but the dad was going faster. Like, I don't know. Like, that for whatever reason, like, that was, like, in my brain. I don't know why. My good news is I've been working on a comic book cosplay, and I think it's going well. Hell yeah. I love that. I love knowing that people are getting into, like, cosplay and shit like that. That's cool. Speaking of, again, those of you who don't know, we're going to be doing a community watch party on the 23rd. Thank you to Amazon Prime Video for sponsoring it. Sunday the 23rd, which is next week's Sunday, we will be watching the show Invisible, which I have never seen, or Invincible, that I've never seen before. But I was a big fan of the comics. I think that it's a really cool thing. I'm such a huge fan of the character of Mark, who is the main character. He's just a really well-written character. He's got a lot of complexity to him. But we will be doing a watch party, so if you do have access to Amazon Prime Video, which you should have if you have Prime Gaming, like a Twitch Prime, if you have access to Amazon Prime in general, you should have access to Amazon Prime Video as well for free, included in that. You should be able to watch along, but it will just be like a cozy Sunday stream. We'll just be vibing, watching cartoons together. It's kind of violent. Not kind of violent, never mind. It's very violent. It covers some mature subject matter as well, so just be aware of that. I'll be putting like a content warning tag in the title of the stream like I normally do and everything like that. But Invincible, very cool sponsored opportunity. That I'm going to be able to be a part of as a Fanimation Week ambassador. So thank you again, Amazon Prime. But if you guys want to join that, I'll be tweeting about it a lot more as it approaches the date. Good news, after a grading website malfunction, I am no longer failing the Fine Art of Bread class. It took my advisor a week to respond, but I'm no longer in panic, so we're all good. I'm very happy to hear that, the grading website was just a malfunction thing, and that you're no longer failing. I did not know that the Fine Art of Bread was a class you could take, but that's awesome. It sounds just like interesting enough that I would be into it. Just got a message from my friend that in the next month, we're setting up our D&D group again. Hell yeah. Can't wait to get into doing some campaigns this year. In past years, I've sat out on watch, but now we're making one where I'm involved. Hell yeah, that is really exciting, Gabby. Have a great time doing that. Phoenix, what's up? Hello, hi, welcome to the stream. Hey, welcome to a Just Chatting stream tonight. We're going to go heavy onto Final Fantasy tomorrow. We're just using tonight to catch up after yesterday was kind of a poopy brain day for me, so I just wanted to vibe out and just like spend some chill time before we raid Morgan in like 45 minutes here. Good news, I got a new insulin pump set up overnight because the one I was using unclipped from my pocket and cracked. Oh my gosh, where the batteries held, which can lead to malfunction, and it's not great. I'm so sorry you had to deal with that. Now I have a replacement one, and it's literally the same exact kind of insulin pump, but like something about getting brand new things made to make my dumb chronic illness easier to handle is just very energizing and exciting. I'm so glad. Yeah, sometimes it's like a nice reminder of like the cool technology that we have at our disposal that is meant to make your life easier in some kind of way. I'm really happy that you have access to that as well, and that's something that was a positive experience for you, because I know a lot of the time that can be really stressful. Good news, everyone. My psychiatrist changed my medication. I'm very zen now. Bipolar disorder is a hell of a thing. It really is, Rune. I know a lot of people who have it. I'm so glad that you were able to get that adjustment to your medication and have a doctor that's listening to you and helping you along. That's a really fantastic thing, honestly. That's what I get for going into a culinary major. All we did was make bread so tasty. That sounds like my kind of class, though. I love that. I've always thought about, like, if content creation, for whatever reason, like, falls through, like, the floor drops out underneath me the way that I feel like it's always going to, because I'm still not at the point where I'm, like, super, super confident in what I do. I've thought about like going to culinary school just because I love cooking. I love making up my own recipes and experimenting with ingredients and stuff like that. I think that would be a neat thing to get into. Good news, I'm having a great time in California so far. Ecto, I'm so glad to hear that. Have a great, great rest of your trip. It's a beautiful state. It really is. I had a dream I was visiting Ethan again last night, actually, and it was really nice to even just mentally be back there. I can't wait till I get to go visit him again, so, yeah. I got to call him Dr. D. That's fucking awesome. I love that. Let's go. Any relation to Lady D? Brian on Master Chef when? Whenever, yeah, that way we could fall into the new Twitch meta, and then I can watch Master Chef on stream, and I will be able to react to myself. Ill cringe? I'm going to sneak into your house and take your dogs. And then they'll be with me and have a wonderful life because I love them. Because they're cuties and they deserve the world. Now I can make a fine-ass thin pizza crust from scratch. Hell fucking yeah, that's the best way to do it. Ethan and I cooked pizza together when I was out there. Well, it was like a group thing. We had a couple people over and we all made pizzas, which was really very pleasant to do. It was very nice. Except my pizza came out with like a super lopsided crust. Still not very good about rolling out the crust. Good news, if it counts, my cat, who usually prefers to go off and do her own thing, laid down with me and we took a nap. That's so sweet. I love that. Sig has been asking for a lot of cuddles recently. We've been like doing this thing where we'll like sort of like squish him a little bit. Like we'll wrap our arms around him and like squeeze him. And he gets like really comfortable and he'll like start purring really loud and be happy and like nuzzle us and stuff. Air frying videos. We did a bit of grocery shopping yesterday because again we're about to get hit with like a massive fucking blizzard here. So everyone in New York panic shops whenever that's announced. So we did a little bit of grocery shopping yesterday, and I remember looking at the receipt and being like, "Fuck, I could actually write off some of this if I started that air fryer channel." So maybe we will do that at some point. Not for the write-off, just because I keep coming back to the idea because it started as a joke, and then I was like, again, going back to the like, some people just like chaotic, weird fucking content on the internet. That'd be just a weird, chaotic, semi-mundane thing that I could do very easily, and that so many of you are like, no, like we're serious, we would watch that. So maybe, I don't know, we'd see. Make the air frying channel. Oh my god, see, this is what I mean. I personally, I love the idea of it, but I don't know how I'd manage to keep it interesting for anyone watching. And again, I wouldn't want to like accidentally waste food or something like that. I know everyone talks big about instapots, but it is well deserved. I have made some banging dishes. The thing about instapots to me is like, I get creeped out by them. I don't know why. I think it's just because like it's this big, hot, like pot that you put in your home that is like vacuum sealed amount of pressure in it. Like it's this, it's like, I know that it's very unlikely that it malfunctions and explodes. Yeah, because it's a bomb. Exactly, Rune. It's literally a fucking bomb. It has so much pressure in it that if there was that off chance there was a malfunction, that thing fucking will explode. I'm afraid of that. I'm actually genuinely like nervous about that. I know that they're designed not to do that, and there's like fail-safes in place about it and shit. But something about that, I don't know why. I'm like really fucking afraid of that. So I don't want to invite that into my home. Like every time I see them, I'm like, it's a cool idea. I get that it's like faster than a crock pot. Like it's pressure cooking and it's like way faster, but I don't want that shit to explode. Because I'm the type of idiot that would, like, I would be that 1 out of 1 million chance that I did something stupid and didn't read the instruction because my ADHD took over and I, like, looked at my phone to, like, look at a picture of a sea turtle and then, like, looked back, skipped the instruction, that one step in the instructions, and then my fucking house explodes. I don't want to be that guy. What an embarrassing obituary. Brian Long dead at the age of 36 because he blew up his house with a Instapot. Trying to make like a pork tenderloin. I don't want that to be the way I go. I want to request you try fun recipe requests from chat for a cooking stream idea. I've always wanted to set up a cooking stream. Logistically, it would definitely be possible. It would just take a lot of work to do. But eventually, at some point, you guys are not only going to see cooking streams on this channel, but you'll also see VR streams and like other chaotic shit. Guaranteed. I'm promising that. I can't give you a time frame on when it's going to happen, but it's like content I've always wanted to do. And it will be there at some point. I live on the edge of danger. Yeah, anyone who is an Instapot, like, holy fuck, you're like, your flexing rights are so much higher than mine. You live in a risky world, you know? Picture of sea turtles? I don't know. It was a random example I pulled out of my brain. Although sea turtles rule. They're awesome. They live for like 100 years. Instapot pork roast would slap so hard. Certified banger meal. Oh, I bet. Sounds really good. My sister and brother-in-law love their pressure cooker. I know! I only hear good things about them. I know that they're, like, good things to have. But, I would be that, like, 1 in a million idiot who would blow up their house. Guaranteed. Like, you can ask Morgan, you can ask Ethan if he's still here. Like, I would be the one who blew up their house with, like, an Instapot. I have one and I can food with it. That's awesome. I'm genuinely very happy for all of you. I'm just saying that it freaks me out. It's not welcome in my home. I have a regular crock pot, and what I do is, you know, I put my shit into the crock pot in the afternoon, and then I let it sit for like the next 6 hours, and then I open it up, and I got my food, and that's awesome. But I don't need to cook a pot roast in, you know, an hour or anything like that. Like, and then possibly blow up my house. I'll teach you the ways, Beagles. It has nothing to do with that. It's the fact that I'll literally have a bomb on my countertop. I don't want that. I'm afraid of that. I'm scared of it. I'm telling you straight up, like, from a genuine place, that scares me. I don't know how to describe it. There's like this primal fear of Instapots in my brain that I don't want it in my house. It's not coming into my home. I don't know. I don't want it there. Instapot shows up for Thanksgiving, no family, no food. You wouldn't let him in and give him a seat at your table. I'd be like, I'm so sorry, Instapot. We're all full up. COVID's rampant right now. We don't know who you've seen previous to this. So sorry. Good luck. Go try our neighbors. It's okay, Brian. Don't give in to peer pressure. You can be content with your crock pot. Thank you, Hannah, for giving me your blessing. Sending a pressure cooker to your pew bucket. Do not do that. I would take that as a bomb threat. It will be full of Pokemon cards. Oh my god. The crock pot is always the true OG. It really, our crock pot's gotten us through so much. Although I gotta say, there's ways to air fry things. Like I bought a turkey tenderloin the other day. Anonymous, oh my god, thank you so much for the 2,000 bits. That's a lot. Thank you so much for the generosity. Yeah, Morgan just, okay, yeah, that's another thing. I have a brand new crock pot that Morgan and Morgan's mom bought me for my it's a Christmas gift. That it's Frozen 2 crock pot. I told you guys, after I did the Frozen 2 cosplay and watched Frozen 2, I like became a straight up real fan of it. I own a lot of Frozen 2 merchandise. But I have a Frozen 2 branded crock pot now, which is awesome. I'm very excited to use it. But you can also, I found a recipe. You can straight up air fry a turkey tenderloin, and it comes out so good from the air fryer. I did that the other day, and it was super tender, cooked all the way through. It was awesome. Kept in all the moisture. It was so good. I fucking love air frying shit now. It's awesome. Wow, that's awesome. Yeah, the Frozen 2 crockpot was one of those surprise gifts that I did not expect in any way, shape, or form. But it was like the best surprise. Like, I love when gifts are things you're not expecting, but are like something that, like, you can tell the other person knows you would love it. So yeah, Brian, you should have recorded that. Recorded what? Like getting it? I don't like to record like family get-togethers and stuff. I like to keep some of my life private. I saw something on TikTok about air frying oranges. Oh, are you talking about the tenderloin? Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, I mean, hey, it was I was just giving it a try. Again, we were talking about it. I don't even know if I'm ever gonna make an air frying channel. It sounds like it would just be like a complete meme thing. And here's something to give you guys a little bit of insight into like creator brain. There have been times where I'm like, I kind of want to just like completely do something that's detached from the Girbeagly brand, and see just how it does. And I've thought about doing like a completely anonymous like second channel, or like I guess at this point with the VOD channel it would be considered the third channel, but like a completely anonymous channel where like I think about that all the time. Yeah, Ethan, I think about doing that all the time because it wouldn't be attached to the stigma of my previous content, and I wouldn't like have to feel like pressured by like I guess like pre-existing things that are like associated with the channel. And then B, it would almost be like a proving grounds for myself, where it was like, oh, do I actually have the spark, or did the 41,000 people who followed me on my original YouTube channel, was that like a complete fluke? Like, do people actually like the shit that I have to do? But if I, like, take my face off of this and I, you know, like, maybe just add fucking stock royalty-free music in the background of, like, a montage of me, like, just air frying shit, like, just all you see is, like, the how to basic hands, like, air frying random shit, would that take off? Would that be good enough? Or, like, if I did, like, a card opening channel or something like that, like, that was way more anonymous and not associated with, like, my current image, like, would it take off? I don't know if I have that spark. I don't know if I have that appeal. But it would kind of be a way of, like, proving that to myself. So I think about that shit, like, literally all the time. Unis on us too with no face cam? Good lord. You can't live in the past forever, Ethan. God. Wouldn't that just be called Tunis on us? That's like the joke everyone always uses, right? Smash eggs in the air fryer. Jesus God, how to basic is just a fucking chaotic gremlin god. Just that, you know what's so funny too is at this point, fucking like that crew of like Max Mofo and iDubbbz and like How to Basic and like Joji as Filthy Frank, like kids don't know about that era of YouTube. And it's so strange, like the like real young people. I know that's the cycle of media. You don't really know what came before you in as informed of a way as like the people who lived through it did. But like seeing people who like just find out that Joji and Filthy Frank were the same people and go back and are like, what the fuck was this content? Again, YouTube used to be the fucking weird Wild West, man. Mega Joey, full freaking year. Good lord. Thank you so much for that. Enjoy your Jolteon badge. We appreciate you a ton around these parts. Thank you so much. I'm going to go make some dinner. Love you. Miss you, mister. Yo, Ethan, we got to catch up more soon. I love you. I miss you a ton. I really do. Like, real talk. Miss you a ton. Boobus honest. Good lord. Real talk. I love Joji's music. Joji's music is real good. I don't think that's like a real talk moment for anyone. Like, that's just universally, objectively very good music. Like, and the super old school fans of him remember him putting out like the Medicine Beat, for instance. Like, Medicine Beat is like truly, from like a composing standpoint, just a really objectively good song. Like, it's very well done, very well made. Love that kind of shit. And then obviously like all of his like sad boy emo shit that he's made is just it's really good. It's like genuinely good music. It's really cool to see him evolve as a person and change up his platform and stuff. But it is always like a oh my god, I really am a boomer moment whenever I see some like 16-year-old be like, I did not know that Filthy Frank and Joji were the same person. Holy fuck. Because people remember the like problematic weird Joji Filthy Frank content for sure. Like Morgan and I like all the time like remember so many of the one-liners from his channel, and we'll quote stuff like the ravioli, what's in the pocket, Oli, and like, you know, that stupid shit whenever we like eat Chef Boyardee ravioli. But it's like so strange to like see people be like, I didn't know they were the same person, and like act horrified. It's like, yeah, people can change. People can walk it back from where they were before. He got sick of doing that shit. Like, he was very honest about that. Like, he got really sick of being Filthy Frank and promoting that kind of content for like a long time. He felt that way. So I just realized there are people who didn't experience things like the Key of Awesome. Yeah, and Annoying Orange updating weekly. Yeah, 100%. Those are again, like we were talking about earlier in the stream, you know, a while ago, like years ago, YouTube was a totally different beast. There were different things going on. Like, it was like culture has truly shifted. Society has changed in so many big ways. Oh, great. It's already started raining down here. I might need to go put some salt on the deck for my parents. Good luck to you, Rune. Yeah, we're in the middle of like a blizzard right now that's going to keep up through Monday, apparently. So, yeah, weather. Fun. Stop, don't remind me about Annoying Orange. Yeah, like Annoying Orange, like, I feel like YouTube just really... Like, that's the thing. This is what... I wanted that, like, talk earlier to be partially reminiscent of, like, you know, like, nostalgic, and then also partially like encouraging for like new creators or people who might have like lost their drive over the years. Like I've definitely, last year I hit a rut where I was like, man, my content sucks. I'm not having as much fun. I'm not doing enough. Like people must be bored of me and hate me and shit. And I was just like getting down on myself, and I was sort of losing like my drive a little bit. And it was like a very much an internal like struggle that I was having. But I spent a lot of time like reminiscing, self-reflecting. Obviously in therapy, I talked about it a lot with my therapist. And I'm back at the point where like I'm feeling really motivated, and like that spark got reignited where I'm just like so excited to make content again and stream and get to know my community better and stuff. Like I really fucking love that about it. But like that's the whole thing, is like, guys, back when YouTube was like a big thing. Oh god. Yeah, Rekade, don't even bring that dude up. That guy is a piece of shit. He's a scumbag. He is a dick. Forget that dude. I'm so glad that he is like incredibly irrelevant now. Like it really, but yeah, I mean that was early YouTube. All of us watched him. He was a huge Let's Player back in the day, for sure. But like, and I don't speak ill on people very often, but like, yeah, that guy's a fucking dick. Like he is not a good dude. Very alt-right pipeline kind of guy also. But yeah, again, just sort of the inspiration from like bringing up old YouTube is things like the Angry Orange were happening at the same time as like kids like walking around their house being like, this is a tour of my living room. And like, it was just all over the goddamn place. It was the Wild West. People just made stuff because they wanted to make stuff and put it up. And whoever happened to stumble across it, you know, who resonated with it in some kind of way, that's what formed communities back then, was just finding other people who had similar interests and had similar passions as you. And I fucking loved that about old school YouTube. And I feel like we are finally, again, because of things that were like really inspirational, like Unis Honest, like really kind of put that type of content back on the map. And things like TikTok. You know, TikTok, again, you can just be in your bedroom filming. You don't need like a high-grade camera. You just like make a TikTok, like telling a joke or like trying on clothes or doing like cool video effects or whatever, just like with your phone. And I think that type of like rapid form content that's like very amateur, not in an insulting way, but just like homegrown content, is starting to come back in a big way. And I love seeing that. I love seeing like, you know, that alongside the hyper high produced, like cool stuff that's coming out as well. It's a good mix of stuff. And I hope that serves as inspiration for the people who are like, oh, I don't know how to get started with content creation. Just fucking do it. You already got your voice, you got your face, you got, you know, whatever it is that you want to get into, just do it. I know that sounds scary. I know that it's not that easy. Easier said than done type of moment. But like, you got your passion. You're the one who knows how much you love this thing. Share that with the world. I fucking love seeing that. I love that. I want to see more of that. I want to see so much more of that. It makes me really happy to see people like that. Vash, hey, what's up, dude? Yeah, dude, like you're someone from the same era. You've been on YouTube forever. Like, you know, you started creating back when I did, you know? Like we got to see the evolution of this platform and YouTube and TikTok coming into the mix now and stuff like that. It's really cool. All these tools and platforms are at people's fingertips, and all you got to do is just make stuff. I love that. Just do it. You guys are great. You're going to do great. You're going to get bigger than me. I guarantee it. We got fans in this community that are larger than me now, who have like DM'd me over the years, who are like, dude, I wouldn't be where I'm at without like your motivation or like your advice. I fucking love that. That is so cool for me to see. Just don't be the Dober brothers. Yeah. Yeah, don't be a dickhead. That's basically it. I had my passion before I had a degree option for it. Hell yeah. I mean, that's cool. That means like you're OG. That means that it's like super genuine. It's like in there. It's like something that you've always wanted to do. And I love that. I seriously do. So with my mind back in order, I want to do something. I'm not sure what, but I'm going to do it. Hell yeah, Rune. Again, Rune's another person. Again, these are guys right here in the chat. We got Rune. We got... I don't know why you're not VIP'd in my... I think it's just because I just assumed I did have you that already. People like Rune and Vash, they knew me like 9 years ago. Like, no joke. They've been a part of my life for almost a decade, as long as I've been making content. They were some of my very first friends on the platform when I had no idea what I was doing and had no connections, no friends, nothing like that. And I was introduced to the two of them through a mutual friend. And it's just so cool, just so fucking cool that we all sort of got to do the same stuff together. Oh, wait, did that take you can't be mod and VIP? Are you serious? That's stupid. Okay, never mind. All right, Rune, you got the sword back again. I'm so sorry. I think I modded you just now. Did it not go through? Rune type again. I need to know. Looked at speedrunners and I saw I have 170 hours in the game and thought to myself, did I really lose for almost a week straight in Rage? Vash, those were some of my favorite things we did back in the day. Was just playing a lot of like speedrunners and stuff like that. Lucario, what's up? Good to see you here. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I just, like, back when people were just playing whatever the hell they felt like, you know, there's that, Bloody Trapland, fucking Gmod. Man, that Gmod stream that Ashley Roboto put together the other month was so fun. Super nostalgic. That and Bloody Trapland, I still have people say that was the best video on my channel. Yeah, that Bloody Trapland was a different level of chaos. That was, I think that was the first time I ever did a collab on YouTube where I laughed so hard, like I couldn't breathe at one point. I really, really loved that stuff. That was super, super fun. It was a different, like, game meta back then. like people, the types of games people play now for YouTube are, like, so different, I feel like. There's a different collaborative spirit, for sure. But yeah, no, again, like, again, Rune and Vash here in chat, guys, are people who can back up all my claims about, like, how different YouTube used to be. It was like the Wild West. It was so, I don't know, it's just a bunch of people, like, posting from their bedrooms and their, like, home offices, and, like, their lighting was bad and their microphones sucked, but people wanted to watch them because they were like, wow, what a cool way to like, sort of get to know another person in some capacity. I like that a lot, so. Yeah. Okay. All right. Morgan just gave us the green light on a little extra time together here tonight, so I'll let you know when the raid to her channel comes through. Well, when we're going to do it, so. Such a unique moment in my life. Solidified the Vash is truly an idiot with his... God, that one. No, Vash, my favorite edit, like, to this day, my favorite edit I think I've ever done on the channel was during the Bloody Trapland video, and I can't remember why it was back when Obama was still president, and I can't remember why you even brought it up, but you were like, yeah, I thought Obama was president for, like, the past, like, 6 years, and it was like, I put on this, like, do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do music, and put, like, a montage of spinning clocks and, like, Obama superimposed over it, drifting by the screen, because at that point he, like, had been president for 6 years. And I remember, like, as soon as that, like, cutaway ended, like, Jason and I were like, he has been, or something like, it was so fucking funny. It was, I don't know why, that was just still one of my favorite edits of all time. I literally have been rewatching people's Bloody Trapland videos this past week as background noise while writing, because every video of that game was always so fun. Puts me in a good mood. When we used to play, it used to devolve into just us giving up on the level and killing each other as much as possible while talking about things that had nothing to do with the game. It was great. That was one of my favorite games I think I played back in, like, old school YouTube days, like back in the boomer years of YouTube. So yeah, I like it. It was like finding a piece of untouched earth and most people were good. Yeah, it really, yeah, seriously. There's still people posting from their bedrooms, but the content is vastly different. Yeah, and we don't shame them for that. Honestly, we're very pro sex work here. I think that it's really cool that people have those options if that's the route they want to take. Go for it. That's still content. I will never put down other content creators like that. Thank you so much, Cass, for the 22 months. Hell yeah, let's go. Fucking yeah. That is awesome. Thank you for sticking around so long. That is a long-ass time to be a part of whatever the hell this is. Thank you very, very much for being here. Man, I wish I'd grown up watching you. That would have been so cool. That's really nice of you to say. Here's the thing. I have not taken down a single YouTube video that I've ever put up over the past like 9-ish years because I like to have that sort of like record of like how far I've come, the progress, what things used to be like. But also, some people want to go back and watch the old cringe. Feel free to. It's still up there if you want to. It's there. It wasn't meant to be a put down, by the way. Good. Yeah, no, that's the way that we are here. We're very like pro content creator here, regardless of what that content takes its form of, as long as it's not, hurting other people or things like that. Love being here this long, broski. Yo, Cass, it's been nice to have you here this long. That's a long time. Prop hunt was the absolute purest moments I've ever experienced. The prop hunt meta on YouTube back in the day was so good. It was so fun. God, I miss Gmod days for sure. See, now that there were metas of YouTube, now that I have an editor, I'm sitting here like, what the fuck am I supposed to record now? I avoid doing the same thing I always have, but what do I do? I only took down 3 videos. That's because they were animations about a dude who came out as a... Ooh, yeah, don't like that. Do not like that, Vash. It's fine to distance yourself from that kind of stuff. And yeah, with the Creative Spark thing now, like, again, just do what you want, man. Like, who cares about YouTube metas? I've never cared. I just do what you want. You know you and you know your audience the best. Do the things that you know they'll like, that you like doing. That's my number one rule always, I think. Sorry, went in lurk mode for a bit because I got hit with the weight of big sads. I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm glad that it, like, faded for you and everything like that. Weird that I can kind of say that I did grow up with your content in a way. It's always so wild. Chad, thank you so much for being kind to Mads as well. Thank you so much. Mads has been here for a long-ass time. Took down a lot of videos, but I wasn't happy with them. With who I was... who I was not who I am now. Yeah, Rune, that's the whole thing, too, is a lot of it is, like... content back then was unintentionally problematic from a lot of like, the perspectives that we have now and the learning that we've done as a society. And it's okay to take that down and be like, yeah, I've grown since then. I'm not that same person. I think that that's a form of accountability of recognizing that the things that were done were not great or whatever. I'm sure there's some of my old content that doesn't sit well with people. Like, I mean, I did playthroughs of like fucking Honey Pop and stuff that are not great games, that are really fucking terrible optics and things like that. But the thing is I'm not that person anymore. I'm not the same person with the same sort of perspective and mindset and sensibilities. And I think that that's one of those things I don't take those down because, again, to me, that is a nice reminder on those days where I'm like, fuck, I really suck as, like, a human being, where I can be like, but I came from this, and like, maybe, whatever, maybe that's not the approach everyone wants me to take, but that's the approach that makes the most sense to me. Now that I'm a teacher, I have students constantly ask for my YouTube channel, and I'm like, no, because I legit don't know if any of the videos from the last 8 years is gonna get me fired. Oh no. I have like kind of a similar thing, not about the like getting fired part or anything, obviously, but like, my sister is a teacher, and she, when she brings me up, she mentions that I am a content creator full time. And her students will ask for my YouTube channel or my Twitch channel or whatever. And I'm always like, I don't know if that's the wisest thing. We don't. I have a couple of people who will be like, hey, your sister's my teacher in comments. And I'll be like, I don't like when IRL crosses over into what I'm fucking doing online. Welcome, Raiders from Microshell. Thank you so much for the raid. I hope that you're doing well tonight. This weekend is going well for you. We had a good stream. Thank you so much for joining us as we just vibe, have good times together. I love that I've been here for a while because I've seen all these newbies come in and just fall in love with your content and your streams. It's really nice of you to say. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that a lot. That's really, really cool of you. Seriously, I feel like the luckiest person in the world these days. I'm doing my dream job. I've been forged by the fires of old YouTube. I have learned so much over the years about myself through you guys. Gotten to change as a person, gotten so many opportunities to just like improve as a content creator and as a human being because I know all of you. And just the strength and the joy and the beauty that you've brought into my life so that I can just grow. Just grow as a human being, grow as an adult, grow as a person who has to talk to people every day etc. Like, you guys are awesome. Like, I get to set up firm boundaries, like what I did earlier in the stream, where I'm like, yeah, sure, I'm talking about this thing that, like, is important to me, and chat's talking about, like, ussifying every word, which is fine, because what a fucking hilarious joke going on right now. But also, like, I want to talk about what I want to talk about. I'm going to set up the boundary of, like, yeah, you guys can make jokes all you want and just talk to each other and ignore me, but I'm going to also then ignore you. That's my boundary. That's me being an adult and letting you know what's going to happen. I can't control how you're going to react to that, but I can control what I'm going to say. I can control, like, letting you know and getting you into the same picture, knowing that that's what I'm going to do. But, like, I think I've lost a lot of my mean streak, which is good. We talk about that sometimes. It's like, back in the day, I was so angry all the time about, like, a number of different things that were going on in my life that, again, therapy has helped me out a lot with, as far as identifying and, like, you know, redirecting emotions in the proper ways, and directions, towards the proper things. That, like, I don't think I'm as much of, like, a dick to people as I used to be. Like, I'm a dick still, but, like, I'm aware that I'm a dick, and I'm, like, aware of those moments where I get dick-ish. And I choose to be a dick in those moments. Like, I'm a fucking petty, gigantically prideful piece of shit sometimes. But who's not, right? All of us got, like, a weird flaw, right? But I'm owning that. I'm a person. I'm just a random fucking weirdo online, doing the best that I can. And as long as I can acknowledge when I've done something wrong, and I can be like, yo, sorry about that. I take full responsibility and accountability for being fucking weird there. So sorry. You guys are great. Or you are great, whoever you are. Like, I think I've lost a lot of that edge in a good way, which is really cool. So I thank you again to anyone who's, like, offered me the opportunity to change and didn't just write me off because I happen to be so sassy online or whatever. Like, I love that. I fucking love that I get to do this as a job. It's so cool. You guys are awesome. You've been with me every step of the way to make sure that I can become the type of person that you're proud to be in the community of, while I get to maintain my own boundaries and comfort levels and stuff. That's something that's, like, really special that not a lot of people get. It's awesome. Thank you so much for being a part of that journey with me. Like, I'm so proud of this community and, like, what we've become over the years. Like, it's really cool. Harper, thank you for the 19 months with Prime, by the way. That's really nice of you. I hope that you're having a good day as well. Thank you for sticking around so long. That's dope of you. Probably one of my favorite parts of being here for so long, like, I'll go a few months at a time where I'm too busy to stop by a stream. I'll come back and it's like there are so many people in chat that I won't recognize and so many more jokes and stories. Makes me so happy to see how much the community lives and grows and thrives. How many new people I see join and find home here, and, like, I love it so much. It makes me so happy. Ariana, you're someone who's just been around for so long, and, like, it makes me so happy anytime I get to see ya. I know you're a really busy person, and I'm always rooting you on from the shadows. But, like, thank you so much for that. That's a nice thing to hear from someone who's been around genuinely long enough for me to know that, like, the things that you're saying aren't, you know, lip service. Like, not that I, like, doubt people in chat or anything, but I have a very hard time of believing anything positive about myself, as you guys know. So to know that someone who's been here for years and years and has gotten to see me go through different eras and evolve as a human being and grow as a creator and put a little bit more of myself out there and figure things out about myself and hopefully come across as, like, more gentle and willing to learn and just happier with, like, the community that I've created. It means a lot to hear that from someone who's, like, kind of one of the OGs of the community. Like, thank you a lot for that. Like, you're really sweet. We're proud of you and how far you've come over the years. Thank you, Gabby. That's really nice of you to say. I think I'm going to head out, got a shower, and mentally prepare for my shitty job tomorrow. Oh my gosh, good luck to you, McManiac. Thanks for dropping by. Get a good shower in. Those are always nice and, like, comforting, I feel. Second, what Ariana said, when I was away for a long time last year, I came back to so many new regulars and jokes I didn't understand. Yeah, we create lore and memes here, like, it's amazing. It was weird, but in a really, really cool and good way, knowing that people are still here thriving and supporting each other and having fun, of course. Getting to watch it happen in real time, so incredible, too. I'm just really proud of you, dude. Thank you, Mads. You're awesome. That's all I can say right now. Thank you for... I don't have anything to say that I haven't already said to you besides just thank you, like, so much. You're great. Mads is another one of those people who's just been around for such a long time and gotten to see things from a very unique perspective because Meds has been a part of like the mod team on and off here over the years and has seen things from like behind the scenes a lot more as well, and gotten to be one of those people who's like approached me about like things where like she's like, hey, like you said this during stream like a long time ago, and like I didn't know if you like knew that was like a phrase that like people didn't like anymore, and I was like, no, I really didn't. I'm so sorry, I was uneducated. Like I will not use that word anymore. Like here's why I used it, but like that's not an excuse to use it anymore. And like we got to like talk that stuff out, and it was really great, like good learning moments together, like that a lot of the time the community doesn't see public facing side because like, you know, we live in an age where like sometimes subtlety is lost and someone will like make a mistake and then completely write off someone and not give them that room and time to grow. Mads is one of those people who's definitely given me a lot of room and time to grow, and I will never ever really feel like I fully earned the right to that, but I'm very grateful for it. So it makes me really happy to know that there are people who've stuck by and just gotten to see like everything like unfold over the years. It's really, really neat. Oh my God, Ariana. Yeah, the streams where my computer used to like overheat and just like shut down, and oh my God, thank you for being a part of what we do. I'm just so glad that this place feels so comfortable to new people and to people who have been here and taken breaks and then decided to circle back and see what we're up to and stuff. That's really special to me. It's the best part. We're all human. Living means growing and changing. It's a part of life. We're all flowers in bloom, changing shape, but flowers are all the same. That's so beautiful, Case Knight. Thank you for sharing that with us. It's really nice. Dichotomy, what's up? Good to see you here, by the way. Sorry I haven't been saying hi to everyone dropping by here. Again, this is more of like an informal, just chill out and chat after last night's like bad mental health night. I really felt bad about not streaming yesterday, but I was legitimately standing in my living room sobbing to Morgan that I felt like I was unraveling and I just needed to chill. So I went to bed very early for me. I laid down at like 11:30 at night and just like laid in bed for the next couple hours, just vibing and taking it easy and just trying to feel better. And I think that just that physical rest put me in a way better brain space. So thank you again to those of you who are patient with streaming schedule and things like that. So Sunday though, tomorrow we're gonna be doing like a long stream. I'm gonna stream for a long time. We're gonna spend a lot of time with our Final Fantasy girlfriends. You guys are gonna see much more of the Final Fantasy crew. I'm very excited to continue that game because what a great game. Again, what game have we played recently that's brought everyone together to the level Final Fantasy has? It's a dream come true. It's so cool. Yeah, I've been having so much fun with it too. Me being a scared 17-year-old afraid to type in chat versus me now absolutely shitting on Brian every opportunity. Oh, yeah. Let me know if you ever need one of those just like unwinding goofy-ass gaming sessions for fucking around and carefree shiz. I will, dude. Like, seriously, we haven't gamed in a long time or caught up in a while. I always appreciate like when you text me out of the blue. It means a lot. I'm bad at doing it in return. I'm so sorry that like I'm just really bad at initiating conversation because for those who don't know, I have just really bad imposter syndrome, and I constantly feel like a nuisance to everyone around me, even if they've been a friend of mine for almost a decade now. I always feel like I'm an annoyance to everybody, so I'm very bad at initiating. But if you write to me first, I'll keep the conversation going always because I love hearing from people. I love Final Fantasy so much, Kia. I'm so glad that you do. I hope that you feel better today. We'll be here to take care of you first. Thank you, Phoenix. Yeah, I'm feeling a lot better today, and tomorrow will be awesome. We're going to do so much Final Fantasy. It's going to be a big gaming sesh. But again, tonight it was more about talking to the community, chilling out together, just enjoying some good weekend vibes. We're going to raid Morgan here in a moment whenever she's ready to stream. And also to remind people that beanies, Second City gave me the approval for the restock. Beanies are in pre-order right now. Sport!
I lost a best friend.
Oh my God, Sport. I am so sorry to hear that. I'm so sorry. I cannot imagine the pain that you're in right now. Nothing but support and love towards you, your friends, family, and loved ones. everyone in your life who's been affected by that. That is such a rough thing. So sorry. Chat, can we send some love to sport right now? Thank you for the bits, but I really hope that you're like maybe treating yourself to something to just take the edge off as much as you can. Self-care is so important in these moments. Just someone who's also lost friends, loved ones over the years multiple times. It doesn't get easier ever. It's one of those things that, again, like we always say, anytime we mention loss here, it's going to hurt a lot. It's supposed to hurt. It's you feeling out sort of the full spectrum of your emotions. It's a terrible thing you got to go through. But over time, there will be that, moment where things start shifting, where the hurt's still there. It's still sharp sometimes, but it becomes a little duller. It becomes more of a background thing. And the good memories that you have together, those experiences you got to live together, live on inside of you forever. And you get to keep that spirit of your friend alive. And that's a beautiful thing when it comes to talking about sort of the cycle of life, is knowing that we get to be lucky enough to exist at the same time as the people who make real differences in our lives. I really hope that your healing journey is good to you. I hope that we can be there for you in your time of need, whether if it's just words of encouragement or a place to take your mind off of things while we're playing video games and making stupid memes and chat and everything. Like, again, so sorry you're dealing with that. Rode 600 miles to clear my head. Oh my gosh, sport. Yeah, please be safe yourself, and just know we got your back. We really do. Thanks for being here tonight at all. Like, seriously, if you got to fade into the background and just vibe out and just soak in whatever, energies in chat tonight, know that we're here for you in that capacity. So thank you. I see so many people sending kind messages. Again, we're a place that obviously everyone deals with like grief differently. None of us ever want to overstep our bounds, so please don't feel uncomfortable if like someone says something to you that you have to be like, hey, I can't like deal with that right now, or like, hey, that was a little bit past like what I feel comfortable discussing right now. Please don't feel bad about doing any of that. I get it. I know a lot of people here have experienced the same thing. A lot of us definitely get it. So I hope that we can be here for you. Lurk for now, check in later at Morgan's stream possibly. That's absolutely fine. Totally understandable. Thanks for being here. Also, hopefully we're not getting too many frame drops here right now, guys. I just dropped like 1,000 frames according to OBS, but I don't know how it's ending up on your side of things. I hope stream's still coming through okay. Really like that metaphor of grieving being like waves. Sometimes you don't see the wave coming, other times you do. That is so accurate, Crafty. We got some, but we're still good? Okay. It's good for me? Okay. So yeah, it's saying we're hiccuping, but it's not, which is, as long as it's not, that's good. Might be on Twitch's side, because my signal says that it's full right now for my internet. It's up and down on stream here? Oh, no. Yeah, if your internet, if your internet signal's bad right now, then it's going to obviously affect things as well, so. Only thing I see on my end is some quality changes. Okay, yeah, we can deal with that. We can roll with that. That's fine. I think you did, but my Wi-Fi has been bad all night, so I wasn't sure if it was me or you. Okay. Yeah, as long as it's coming in like little tiny bursts instead of what we had to deal with on Tuesday. Glad that frame drops weren't bad. Okay, cool. Just noticed it's very minor, but I thought it was just me. Okay, cool. Thank you. You guys are awesome. Thanks so much for letting me know. Twitch has been poopy lately for many streamers. Yeah, I've seen a lot of Twitch side things not being good for people as well, so thank you. What was I saying before? Oh yeah, again, please don't feel pressure to get the merch, guys, but I wanted to give a heads up so that people weren't taken off guard when the beanies go back into production. Second City will be printing these. The next print cycle is going to be as early as like Tuesday, is what I was told, so sometime next week for sure. The beanies are going to be back in stock. Right now they're up on the site as pre-orders. I cannot guarantee you that you'll be able to get one if you don't pre-order, just due to the fact that they're going to print to demand this time because it's going to be a smaller wave. And if they all end up selling out right away, there's no guarantee that we're going to do a new wave of reprints. So just not pressure. Please do not feel pressure to buy something that's completely extraneous like a beanie. But more of a heads up because I know some of you were like really, really, really into the idea of getting beanies. And I don't want you to miss out. I don't want you to miss out if it's something that's within your means right now that you still want as much as you did back then. Just up my internet speeds now. 1,000. Holy cow, Sport. Wow. That's awesome. That is crazy fast. That's really cool. It's so cool to see the idea of fiber becoming more accepted around the country. I hope everyone gets access to it eventually. Toxic Streamer needs orders or he will starve. Yeah, please order more beanies or I will not be able to air fry food anymore. I don't know about anyone else, but the idea of supporting a streamer who has done so much for me is never a pressured feeling. I'm glad that people don't feel pressured. I really hope you don't. Please, I know FOMO is like a really real thing. I get it a lot as well sometimes. But please, no, this is not a FOMO thing. This is not a FOMO thing. Please, this is something that does not need to be bought. Please don't ever pressure your wallet for the sake of a fucking idiot online. Please don't do that. Those of you who got the sweats, how's the fit? You want to see them quick, Crafty? They're dope. They're fucking sick right now. I love them. FOMO, fear of missing out. A very big complex that a lot of people deal with. I deal with it. All right. You guys want to see this shit? This shirt is also still in stock. This is a really good one. Actually, I don't know if is this one sold out? I don't know if the yellow one's sold out or not yet. Is that what FOMO means? Yeah. Fit is soft and comfy. Hell yeah, it is. I love the pants. They're like, actually, I think the pants this drop are my favorite thing, which you guys have been asking for a while for sweats and beanies. So I shouldn't be surprised that this and the pants were the first things that started selling out. Smart. Thank you very much for the 500 bits. I just went grocery shopping yesterday, so I'm good on food. Stop standing on a chair with wheels. This thing weighs like 1,000 pounds. It's not going anywhere, though. The only issue I've ever had with this chair was when I was wearing a skirt and I flashed my underwear at everybody on stream accidentally. That's the only thing. That I had an anime girl moment. That was it. All right. Here's the pants. They got fucking pockets, boys. Let's go, gamers. They got pockets. We got... The one leg's got that, and the other leg's got that. That shit's cool. These came out great. I love them, honestly. They're so comfortable. And they got, like, the nice jogger tapered leg thing going. It's awesome. I deal with FOMO? Yeah, me too, Hannah. It's tough sometimes. I like beanies. They fit my head. I love beanies. Yeah, it's a one-size-fits-all type of thing. It's cool. I have a very big head. Well, like, you guys know that. I have an ego. But, like, I have a physically large head. And this fits so comfortably on it. A lot of hats don't. A lot of the wigs I bought for cosplay don't fit my head. That's how large my head is. So, my mom's side's coming out. Toxic Streamer has God complex standing on chair. I'm going to have this exact fit when it comes out. Hell yeah, let's go. Oh my God. I honestly, I feel stylish. My merch makes me dress better than I normally do. I look like the human embodiment of a burnt out cigarette butt most of the time. This fit feels good. Dropping in to say hi, and I love it, and I miss you all a lot. Brian, nice fit. If you want to look as cool as Brian, go steal the clothes right off his back. Danny, I hope you're doing well. I miss you a lot. I hope that you are doing great. You are fantastic. Nothing but Danny love in this community, for sure. Thanks for the fit check in your own merch. Yeah, you're welcome. Don't say I didn't do anything for you. This is a one-man show. That was me on stage right there. All right? No you. Oh, my gosh. No you. I get so many compliments on the Gerb crew neck. I love that crew neck. It is, so ranking of coziest merch that I have dropped. Finger heart crew neck #1 for sure. That is so cozy. I love that. These pants are probably #2. I love these pants. The inside of them is so nice. It's like this nice fleecy material. It's so good. It's just so soft. And then #3 comfiest thing, that we dropped was, trying to think here. I probably the cute face hoodies as well. Well, I mean, both of them, the finger heart or cute face hoodies. From the first drop, we used a different manufacturer than or a different brand supplier than we did for the red ones. And the red ones are really nice. Don't get me wrong. I really love the red ones. They are still very, very comfortable. But something about those first ones, I think it's because I intentionally was like, all the shit that we're doing for the first drop needs to be the exact same quality as the Unisana stuff, and I made that like really clear with my account manager. So those hoodies are the same as the Unisana's hoodies, just with my branding on them. So I think that's the ranking. So like finger or cute face pullover crew neck thing, so good, so soft, so nice. These sweatpants that I'm wearing right now that I just showed off, and then one of those hoodies. Really good shit. Georgie, what's up? A, what's up? Hello, hi. Welcome to the stream, everybody. So nice to have you here. Did I sleep through the whole stream? Almost. We're probably going to be ending here shortly. Whenever Morgan's ready to go, we're going to raid over there. So this is Blogger Says What, using boyfriend's computer. Hi, what's up? Good to see you here. I like the red one. The tag just bothered me. But that's easily fixed. Yeah, feel free to cut off tags, whatever. I do that. I mean, honestly, I've had people who bought some of the like shirts and been like, can I cut the sleeves off of this? Or can I make this a crop top? And I'm like, you bought it. It's yours clothing now. Yeah, do whatever you want. It's yours. Modify the hell out of it if you want. I'm not offended by that. My finger heart hoodie is literally top 3 favorite hoodies I've ever owned in my life. It's so comfortable. I'm so glad, Ariana. Like, I love that hoodie. It's a really nice one for sure. Talking about merch, y'all, these sweatpants are chef's kiss. Yeah, that's what I was just saying. I love them. I just stood on the chair to show them off. I'm going to tie-dye my finger heart crew neck, not going to lie. Hell yeah. Like, a lot of people have actually asked about tie-dyeing recently, because I know, like, tie-dye is sort of coming back as an aesthetic. So, yeah, I've definitely seen my fair share of people asking if they can tie-dye stuff. And I'm like, I'm not your parent, so I can't really give you, like, a definitive yes or no. But, like, if it were up to me, yeah, go for it. Do your thing. I'm not going to be sad about that. I'm not going to, like, because someone explained it to me as they didn't want to seem disrespectful for altering a design I had created. And I was like, that's not disrespect to me. Like, you supported my merch line. You're still repping the community in some kind of way. That's really cool. And then, like, you want to do something creative that builds on something that I made. That's the whole creativity pipeline, baby. That's awesome. I fucking love seeing that. When someone takes something and they build off of it. That's why I love, like, stitches on TikTok. Stitching on TikTok, you take content and you create more content off of it. It's awesome. That's so cool. I love that kind of feature. So, yeah, you take my merch, you transform it into something that feels personal to you. It undergoes the creative process, but still maintains the soul of this community. That's dope as hell, dude. I love that. That's really, really awesome. You're isolating with COVID, Kenny? I'm so sorry to hear that you're dealing with that. That's awful. I hope that you feel better soon. I'm going to tie-dye my finger. I just read that. What? Evie, hey, what's up? Welcome to the stream as well. But that's where I am at with merch. So please don't stop asking me, because you should know, just from existing in this community for as long as a lot of you have, I don't get all like bent out of shape about shit like that. Like, do your thing. It's your clothing now. I want to see it too, though. I do. That's the one. That's our deal. Do whatever the fuck you want to the clothing. Like, I just want to see it, though. I want to be able to see the tie-dye. My parents just got home and they got Felix a new toy, a replacement of his favorite, because of how easily he destroys them, and he's already playing with it. Isn't that so cute? Those of you on Fan House know Siggy has that big stuffed carrot toy, and he like destroyed the shit out of it because he loves it so much. So Morgan and I bought him a replacement for it that is slightly different. Instead of like the burlap casing, it's like a soft plush casing. And he loves it just as much. And it's such a nice feeling when you're like, oh, we bought this replacement and they love it just as much. It's adorable. I love that. Whenever meet and greets come back, I want to maybe get some merch for it and have you sign it. That's really nice. You know that I've signed a lot of merch over the years. I've signed a lot of like pictures of like fan art and things like that. I think I've shared this story one time before. My most embarrassing moment, I think, during a convention. Oh my God, dichotomy!
Ryan,
that's really nice of you.
Streamers, the other being more
oh, that's so sweet, dichotomy.
This community make my day better every time I enter the chat. I want you to know that I am more than willing to beat the crap out of your imposter.
Out of the imposter, sus. Thank you so much. That's really sweet of you. Thank you very, very much. I'm the only one who can eventually defeat my imposter syndrome. Who knows if I ever will. I might just have to live alongside of it in as much harmony as I can over the years, but we'll see. The fact that you guys are so enthusiastic about like just supporting the things that I do, though, like it really means a lot. Thank you for guys. What? Well, I don't know what's been going on lately. Like the bit storm that has been being dropped on the past few streams has been an amount of money that my brain cannot fathom sometimes. Thank you. Like, thank you a lot. It's really nice. I don't know what to say besides that. I'll have to wait for it to warm up so I can get my dye stuff out, but at some point I'm going to dye some of the merch shirts. Hell yeah, that's awesome. I love that. I love the idea of it. Nothing pulls at my heartstrings more than your pet bringing the remains of a toy. Yeah, because it's like one of those feelings where you're like, oh, you made a mess, but also like, how cute is that pet loves that toy so much. That thing that you got them, they're like, put their all into it. I don't know. There's something really cute about it. I love that a lot. Oh yeah, so the story I was gonna tell. Yeah, thank you so much. Blogger says what, Bree. I was at a signing, and someone came up to me, and they were like, I think it was a piece of fan art, like of me and Ethan or something like that. And I've been signing all day long. I'd signed for like 100 people like before this one person came up, so like I was zapped. Those of you who have been to signings before, if you've had the privilege of being at the front of the line, you know I'm like really energetic like in the beginning of the signing, and I try to keep that up the whole time through, and I normally like kind of put my foot in my mouth by doing that. You know, best laid plans type of scenario, where by the end of the line of like 170 people or whatever the hell it is, I am very tired, and I'm not like grumpy or anything like that. I'm just like a little bit lower key energy where I'm like, hey, good to see you. It's nice to see you. Want to take a picture? And like, I'm just like a little bit more calm and not like quite as like, bah, bah, bah. But like, so this was like into the signing, and my brain was zapped, and I was like, I don't know what I'm doing anymore because I'm tired, but I want to make sure that everyone's having like a good time and everyone has like a unique experience. Brian's an old man. He gets exhausted easily. Anyone would get exhausted standing up in front of a line of several hundred people for like 4 hours just signing things. Trust me. That was before I had the boomer issues. That was more of like, oh my God, I have to be here for hours standing and taking picture after picture. And it's always nice, and I'm always appreciative of every single interaction that I have. And again, my most important thing during those signings is that everyone has a memory because they came all the way out to that convention and paid all that money to be at that convention. And they spent some of that time waiting in a line for hours to talk to me, of all people. I want to make sure they have like a good memory or a good experience to take away from that. And, but again, this was like near the end of it, and I was like fried. And someone brought up like a piece of fan art of like Ethan and I, and they were, can you sign this for me? And I was like, yeah, absolutely. This is great. Yeah, cool. Wow, look at this art. Like, you're an amazing artist. Like, you did this, right? And like, I was talking to him, and I was like really, really impressed by their art. And I signed it, and I had this bin because what they do at all the conventions is they put out these bins for fan gifts. So, because even though I tell you guys not to bring fan gifts, people inevitably bring plushies and fan art, and I've even had people like give me like computer equipment. Like someone bought me a gamer mouse one time, which was like amazing, but like a really nice Logitech mouse too. And I felt really bad because it was like the next month I got partnered with Zowie But yo, Raiders, thank you. Until time stops, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome. Hope you had a very good stream on your end. We're just vibing, telling an embarrassing convention story when I was doing a signing and my brain was zapped. But anyway, so the like enforcers or handlers or whoever set out bins for us to put fan art in, and so I signed it. Yeah, Vero at that one, at the one PopCon, someone, you guys have seen Vero in chat a number of times, literally gifted me the Nintendo Switch that I own. And I almost cried on stage, and I like fell down. Like, I was like weak at the knees type of moment. It was like, why would you do this? Like, type of moment. Dropping the kids off to you. Hope they're nice to everyone. I hope so too. I hope that you have a lovely weekend. But yeah, so I signed the art, tossed it in one of the bins, and then the person just stood there kind of blankly looking at me. And I was like, oh, did you want like another picture with me? Like, what's the deal? Did you have another question for me? And like trying to prompt them. And they were like, oh, I'm really embarrassed, but that art wasn't meant for you. Like, I wanted your signature on it so I could collect your and Ethan's signatures, like, next to my drawings of you guys. And I was like, oh, no! Like, and I like, had that, like, moment I had turned, like, completely red. Because I had just assumed it was fan art for me. And I was like, it's weird that you're having me sign something I'm gonna keep. But it was just because part of my brain had shut off. And then, like, the embarrassment just stuck with me the rest of the signing. And that person was embarrassed, and I was embarrassed, and it was like a fucking scene from The Office where, like, the miscommunication was like, oh, no, oh, God, everything's awkward and feels bad. Like, it was just terrible. It was awful. You guys are all experiencing the secondhand embarrassment right now. Seeing that happen was the highlight of that entire weekend. It was... Oh, God. What, Vero breaking my brain on stage by giving me a Nintendo Switch? I still have that bag, too, which is really funny. The one that she made with the various pictures of Ethan with blue hair all over it. I feel like I would do that too, Brian. Yeah, it was one of those moments. It was like, I don't know. I'd been there since, like, the afternoon. It was, like, 7 at night. I hadn't eaten that day because it was the convention weekend. So, like, rushing in a meal is impossible to fucking do during a convention. And I'd planned on just eating afterwards. Because here's the thing. Anytime I do a signing, I don't expect a line to cap. And I did the thing where it's like, I was like, what's my cap this weekend? And my handler was like, it's like 171. And I was like, oh, cool, okay. Well, so I should, like, plan the next, like, 2 hours to sign. And she was like, why would it take only 2 hours? And it's like, well, because, like, I'm gonna probably not cap, right? And she's like, I just got a text from the person at the line that you capped. And I'd be like, oh, well, I probably should have eaten before this, huh? So, yeah, I always shoot myself in the foot doing that. I was going to say you can't forget the bag it came in. Yeah, the bag is so... If I can find it, I know that I know where it is in my house. It's just digging it out would be a chore. But if I can grab it easily at some point, I will definitely show that bag off on stream again. It's one of the funniest fucking gifts that anyone's given me. Like a fool, yes. The autopilot feeling. Yeah, 100% the autopilot feeling, Crafty. You literally never learn your lesson ever. It happens every time. But why? Who the fuck am I? Who am I? I'm a weirdo. I'm a weird cartoon character on your screen right now. Like, I don't know. And not even like a new cartoon. I'm not one of the, like, young, like, Minecraft kids who are, like, making waves doing, like, cool content. I'm like the guy who only knows how to turn on the camera and ramble over whatever it is you're trying to pay attention to. Like, that's it. I have no idea. I have no idea what I'm doing ever. My streamer. Best Blurst edutainment streamer. Oh my god. You ever seen me without this hat? Weird. Yeah, it's just one of those things where, like, I'm always blown away because, like, I don't know. I mean, well, here's... What am I supposed to think? Also, like... When I go to conventions, I'm not the only content creator there. So, like, there's, like, other events happening at the same time as my signing. Like, sometimes, like, someone else... Like, I've had people... The most flattering thing, which you probably shouldn't say because it's kind of like a backhanded insult to the other creator. But, like, sometimes I'll have people... show up in, are you a creep and a weirdo? Oh my god. I mean, that's the Radiohead song everyone knows, right? And the only version, no, that wasn't a bannable moment. That was a Radiohead reference. That was a Radiohead reference. It's okay. It's okay. I can see why the mods thought that though. I can see. Listen, that's boomer music. No, it's okay, Mads. You're great. Guys, mod appreciation in the chat for even like being ready to go. Always being ready to fight on behalf of this community. I can only think of that song in the Book of Life version now, also, by the way. Ever since I saw the animated movie Book of Life, I can't think of the original, the original Radiohead version anymore. I only hear the Book of Life version. I don't know what the fuck I was saying anymore either. My brain just went into a weird bastardized version of reality. What the fuck? I don't know. It just, you guys are great. You guys are awesome. It's been fun. Signings capping? Okay, yeah. Letting mods see first time common is maybe is sometimes not a good idea. It's all good. It's a-okay.
Why would I get fat?
Dichotomy. Thank you. Thank you. Ellie, if you decide to stick around your constellation prizes, you have now been gifted a sub, access to our emotes and our sub badge. I hope that we can make more good impressions for you in the community. Dichotomy, thank you for your generosity as well. And Mads, do not feel bad. Do not feel bad about doing that. That's an honest mistake. That is absolutely fine. What did Ellie do? Quoted Radiohead, and it came off as weird, and that's all. But it's all good. I swear to God, every time I see first time comment, my eyes dart to the screen. Oh, me too. Because I'm like, is this going to be, this person going to be a fucking problem? You know? But that's why we got the best mod team on the internet. The thing was about waiting in line for you, but not for other. Oh, yeah. So, like, that. I remember one year, Mark and I had signings at the same time. I think it was Mark. Or it was some other, it was either like Mark or Sean or Ethan or someone bigger than me by like a long shot. And someone came up to me and they were like the fourth person in line. Dichotomy, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Until Time Stops. Until Time Stops, please make sure you're enjoying the emotes and the sub badge. Thank you so much for being here. Quoted Radiohead got banned for 2 seconds. Amazing story to tell your kids later. I need a lesson in odd references that look like bannable things. No, it's all good. We figure it out over time. And that's also why we have like ban appeals on in case something weird like that happens, you know? Your hair has gotten longer since I was last here. It sure has, Sawwheeler. I hope you're doing well. Been a while. Hope you're doing good. It's because I have literally not gone to get a haircut during this entire panini. The only time my hair was down to here before is I had mermaid over the nipple hair. Morgan gave me this haircut. First time she's ever cut anyone's hair. I actually really like it. I think it's a good length. I was going to say it would not be weird to think, hey, we did the exact same thing last year in a cap. Maybe I should expect something similar this year. But who knows? Things differ from year to year. What if less people like me next year? Right? You know, like, I don't know. From year to year. Your hair has gotten shorter since the last time I was here. That's true, Danny. Gotta cover those nips. Yeah, TOS and everything. You know how it be. Oh, yeah, it was like the fourth person in line. And they were like, Brian, I love you so much. And I was like, thank you. That's really nice of you to say. And they were like, no, I really mean it. I love you so much. Like, Mark's doing his signing at the same time, and I chose to come here instead. And I was like, no, I was like, thank you. And we made it a joke, and it was really funny. But, like, also it was one of those moments I was like, I don't want to, like, have a ranking system of like content creators or anything like that. That makes me feel weird to be a part of. But it was kind of like, it came from a very sweet place. But it was just one of those moments I was like, you waited here for like 2 hours to see me instead of Mark? That was like wild. I don't know. More people will like you as time goes on, duh. I don't know if that's true, honestly. I feel like I'm going to just like say something that people hate. Like, oh man, From now on, we're only going to do Final Fantasy content on the stream. We're going to play all the Final Fantasy games. And like people are going to be like, Brian's got really stale content. Or like, Brian retells the same stupid fucking con stories every stream. I'm sick of it. Again, you guys are paying for reruns. I do not know why bits and subs have been off the chart lately, because you guys are paying for like reruns of Cartoon Network shows right now. You're watching like a weirdo on stream. It's actually so funny. I'm glad. You know, it's just I don't know. I don't know. It just you guys are awesome. You guys are so sweet for being there for those types of events in force. I'd be so excited. Oh. You're just gonna turn 39 and people are gonna go, ugh, Brian just keeps being funny and cartoonist. Can't handle this humor anymore. Oh boy. Just remember that time I was so overwhelmed meeting Brian and Ethan for the first time and asked Brian for a photo and then denied Ethan. Yeah, to be fair, Mads, you were not ready for that. We were in a shopping mall. Ethan and I and Morgan were in the shopping mall in Indy, and we were trying to get food. We were just like looking at like what our food options were. I don't even think we ended up eating there. And we like turned the corner and there's like a group of fans and like Mads was in the group of people and they all were like, why are you here? Is what they said to us. And we're like, because we're in Indianapolis for Indie PopCon and we need food. And the mall is like 5 minutes from the convention hall. And then everyone was like super nervous meeting us and it was actually really cute and wholesome. But we got like bonus pictures the day before the con started. Cartoon Network, that's a channel I haven't watched in years. I haven't had cable in like 12 years, so I don't even know it's on TV anymore. But I will watch the Cartoon Network shows on HBO Max every now and then. Amazing Human supporting a fellow amazing human. I'm just a guy. I'm just a person. I appreciate the compliments always, but I'm no better than anyone here. You guys are awesome too. You guys are so cool. And that's the whole thing is like I'm no more special than anyone out there. That's why this type of thing always surprises me. I'm just a random. I'm not planning on going to PAX East this year, but if you have a signing panel, someone better hide my wallet. I am also not going to PAX this year. Panini's still going on. I don't feel that it's responsible to encourage anyone from the community to go out and gather in a very small or in a very large gathering place. Literally made my friend go up to you guys because I thought about collapse. Because I about collapsed from anxiety. That's so funny. And like you said, the glow up is now you just dunk on me whenever you can. You gave me an odd flashback to one of Mark's van videos where he called Ethan when it was his birthday. I do remember you being there. Yeah, I was in, Morgan and I were visiting Ethan for his 21st birthday in Portland, Maine. And Mark wanted to make a video out of it.
Yeah, we watched the premiere of those videos.
Yeah, that was sweet. So backstory for those of you who never saw that video. Mark used to make his van videos where he was traveling the country to go eat Cracker Barrel dumplings. And was making content while he was on the road, basically. And we were in Portland, Maine, to celebrate Ethan's 21st birthday and just like be there for him. And Mark decided to FaceTime Ethan while we were out at a bar celebrating. And Ethan picked up. He was like, Mark's calling me for some reason. Weird. And then like picked up and Mark was like, you're on video. And like we were in the background just being goofy. And like Ethan was like, Brian's here, man. Mark is here, man. It's just funny. It's a funny time. The wallet hiding is not necessary. Good. Yes. Wallet hiding is not necessary for PAX this year because I'm probably not going to any conventions this year. I don't feel safe. I have immunocompromised people in my life. And I don't want to encourage anyone who might suffer from the same, to be out in like a very packed in type of setting like that, you know. Dude, Brian, meeting you for the first time was what like solidified how much I love this community, how much you cared, because I remember being like, hi, I'm Ariana, and being so nervous, and you just went, I know. And it blew my mind. And you saw me and knew who I was from being in chat and shit. It was insane to me. You're just someone you've been around for such a long time. And like a lot of people I think can attest to this who have been around for a while. Like I do know who you guys are. Like I like when people show up time after time after time to like these streams and in my YouTube comments and like replying to me on Twitter and whatever, like I can recognize, like, you're familiar to me in some kind of way, and that's I think very very cool. Like, just, it's like really cool. Like, it's really, really awesome. Like, what a freaking weird thing that, like, when I was younger didn't exist. Like, I don't know, like, we formed this community out of like nothing online together, and like it's just so cool. It's just so neat. Like, of course I want to get to know you guys better and stuff. Like, and so why I started doing streams. Like, it's just so cool. I love it. So, and I always let you guys know too, like, I'm just as nervous meeting you as you are meeting me. Like, I'm afraid I'm going to say something that, like, the opposite of what you said, Ariana. Like, you meeting me was like a great first impression. I have had people who have had bad impressions of me after they met me. Like, they were diehard, intense fans, and then they met me, and then they were like, man, Brian's like really fucking grumpy in person. And the chances are it was just a misunderstanding, because I've never been grumpy meeting fans. I've just been kind of tired. So like, if it was like in the morning and I was like walking from like my hotel to the convention hall and I'm like tired and haven't had my coffee, and someone came up and was like, Brian, it's nice to meet you. And I was like, hey, what's up? Like, that's not me being unenthusiastic to meet you. That is me literally having a caffeine dependency and dying on my feet. So I've never had a moment where I've met a fan and been like, I fucking hate this person. Like, that's never happened. So I'm sad that there's those types of miscommunications out there and those misunderstandings out there. But I can't control how, you know, each of us sort of has like a million different versions of us out there that people live and die by, right? Like, you guys know me from this stream. You know me from what I what I do online all the time. Like, that's the version of me that you get. But someone who had that sort of like misunderstood situation, that misunderstood scenario with me, interaction with me, that's the version of me that will live on in their head forever. Anytime someone brings me up or they see me in like a friend's video or collab stream or whatever, they go, I don't want to watch that. That guy's a dickhead. And they've convinced themselves of that, and they've spread that to other people, and other people have then warped it and exaggerated it until it becomes this person that doesn't feel like me anymore, and that I wouldn't be able to recognize as me, but other people will think of me that way, and always think of me that way. And I have no control over that. There's nothing I can do about that. But at the same time, you know, it's like, I know who I am. I'm the only one who knows who I am. And I will keep trying my best to make it very clear who I am to as many people as I can. And hopefully there's a majority of people who see me that way and know that that is me. This is starting to sound like a non-apology, just realized. That's not the point of this. I'm not trying to like set up like a future defense for when I do something problematic, and I can be like, but guys, remember the time when I said you know who I really am, and that's not who I am? Like, I don't want to do that. That's not what I'm trying to do here. It's more of like, I understand that, like, I understand that's an inevitability of being in the public spotlight, that there's always going to be people who see me a certain way, and I will never be able to change their mind, and they're going to think back to, man, meeting Ethan was so much more fun than meeting Brian. Brian was such a fucking selfish dickhead. They're always going to think of me that way, and that's an inevitability that just happens, and it sucks that they think that, but, you know, and not everyone sees eye to eye. That'd be very silly if we did, honestly. I think it'd be really weird if we all thought the exact same way. You know, variety's the flavor of life. Maybe not with that kind of stuff quite as much, but still, I can't control what they do. I can't control how they think. It just do be the way that it is. So, yeah. The one thing that has genuinely shocked me over the years was that second PopCon I knew you knew me because of how active I was in here, and knew I was coming into the con, but I wasn't very active with Ethan's community. Didn't have the same relationship to him as a creator that I did to you, but he still totally remembered before I even introduced myself. It's because, like, Ethan and I, especially back when we were doing so many things together, before we both sort of started doing, like, solo branding, we talked a lot about our communities. Like, there was a lot of mix and match. Morgan wants me to go now so that she can stream. No, that's okay. I was done saying the thing that I had to say, you know? Chunky Pikachu in the background, that's a VMAX Pikachu. Pretty cool. Bought that in the VMAX Pikachu card collection. We got to open that during a charity stream, which was cool. Guys, if you don't know my amazing, beautiful, incredibly talented girlfriend, Morgan, best partner in the world. I wouldn't be here without her. I wouldn't have these great stories to tell you without her. Probably wouldn't remember half of them without her. She's about to go stream, so we're going to raid her. It's going to be offline. She's not going to be online right as I raid, but she will go online like right after that. So make sure that you're going over there, giving her love. Thank you for your love tonight. I really needed it after yesterday, and you guys, I know this community is a good vibe generator, not just for me, but other people who are out there hurting and just need a friendly shoulder to sort of lean on. You got this community. We're all here for you. We're all supporting each other throughout the weekend, the week, the month, the year coming up here. We're all going to do great this year. I believe in all of you the same way you guys believe in me. Thank you so much for being you. Thanks for being this community. Thanks for being great. I'm going to go ahead and get the raid going here. Thank you again, guys, for all the follows, the bits, the subs, the resubs, the gifted subs. Again, just very short, casual, chill stream here tonight. Tomorrow, we're going to continue Final Fantasy VII Remake, and we're going to spend a lot of time doing it. We're going to do like a 6-hour stream. I'm going to try to get going, and we're going to thirst our brains out, so bring water. But thank you so much for being here, everybody. Thanks for all the follows, bits, subs, resubs, gifted subs, donations, whatever came through. Good, like, why? Stop doing those things. I'll take a strike for that. I don't even care. You guys are amazing, but you do way too much. Thank you for being incredible. Hope that you guys had fun chatting, lurking, whatever you did. Thanks for talking to me, keeping me company. Have an absolutely wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, night, whatever it may be for you. You guys are the best in the world. Love every single one of you so very much. I really, really do. Finger hearts as usual. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here. I'll see all of you in the next one. So please stay for this raid. Please stay for the Treasure X Trove raid. That is my beautiful, amazing, incredible partner who is so excited to stream for all of you. You guys are going to have a blast here tonight. Saturday is like one of her favorite nights to stream for everybody. So go make her weekend amazing as you've made mine. And she will provide plenty of cozy vibes. I promise you. All right. Got the raid going. Stay for the raid. I only see 45 people in here. 46 people. Let's get that number up. Let's get her with a good starting audience. And you better stick around and have fun. You know? All right. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. All right. We're gonna raid. We're gonna raid. All right. And again, she's gonna be offline. So stay there until she goes online. Okay? We're gonna go ahead and raid now. Love you guys all. Goodbye. See you tomorrow for Final Fantasy. Goodbye. Goodbye.